Tonight's game is a presentation of KBMW Sports.
Wahpeton Huskies football is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Builders First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Hike Camp Construction, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery, Twin Town Villa, and Vision Ford. Now, here's KBMW's Robert Wanick.
Well, another week has come and gone at the Voice of the Valley, and we are in Horace for Class A North Dakota high school football. The Wahpeton Huskies trying to knock off another ranked team this week. Number 2, West Fargo Horace Hawks. Wahpeton coming off a big 28-14 win on the road, topping the number 3 ranked Devils Lake Firebirds. Always good to go on the road and win by 2 scores, especially when it's the other team's homecoming game. Big momentum boost for Wahpeton, but it was Devils Lake hanging on at number 5 in the latest rankings. We'll get to those in a little bit. I'm Robert Wanick, hanging out with you in Horace tonight. We've got this streaming on KBMW News Live YouTube and on the air, as always, AM 1450, KBMW. So we got a little bit of time before kickoff tonight, folks. Early kickoff, 6 o'clock, about 23 minutes away. It's about 70 degrees here in Horace, but that wind is picked up around 20 miles an hour. Bit of a bite to it. Might be some turf burn down there for the boys of fall tonight. Beautiful turf field here in Horace. Facilities are upper echelon. Gotta love it. Of course, Horace becoming a high school 3 years ago. Had some good games with Wahpeton. Wahpeton took the inaugural game. Last year, Horace came down to Wahpeton in what might have been the most attended football game of the season. Packed the stands at Earl Skip Butte Alumni Stadium, which is also home of the NDSCS Wildcats. So top to bottom, the bleachers were just packed last year for this game. If you know how many people that stadium holds, it's pretty impressive. And tonight should be another nice turnout again, short 45-minute drive for the Huskies faithful. We'll take a quick break, and then we're going to jump headfirst into your Red River Grain pregame show right here on AM 1450 KBMW.
Hey, North Dakota State College of Science, students, parents, and sports fans. You can find all the fun student events and upcoming games on the NDSCS website homepage at ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks Pre-Finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back to the Voice of the Valley. Fall is indeed in the air. It's going to be a beautiful night in West Fargo Horace. I'm Robert Wanick here with your Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Shout out to Red River Grain and the team for hopping on the broadcast. So we're going to start off this pregame show going over your news and sports from today, since we got a bit of time left for you guys who maybe weren't able to tune into my Kickin' It Country show from 2 to 6 p.m., which runs Monday through Friday. We'll touch on some of the sports stories right now before we get into our coverage of Wahpeton versus Horace. So the Atlanta Falcons and Tampa Bay Buccaneers They established early that Thursday night's game would be an offensive slugfest, both teams scoring touchdowns on their first possessions, so it seemed only fitting the NFC South showdown would be decided by a long touchdown pass. Kirk Cousins threw his 4th touchdown pass of the night, a game-winning 45-yard score to Kadarrell Hodge. 36-30, the Falcons defeat the Buccaneers in overtime. 52-yard field goal by Young-Ho Koo as time expired. That forced OT, and Kirk Cousins took care of the rest. Franchise record 509 passing yards. That puts 3-2 Atlanta into a tie atop the division. And in local running news, the BW Storm cross-country team ran at Hawley on Thursday. All runners showed nice improvements. Among the 22 teams, the Storm girls placed 3rd in a field of 118 varsity runners. Lucy Comstock was 2nd place. Kira Wurtsema finished 8th, Jasmine Benedict 19th, Gracie Falk 26th, and Addie King 55th. For the Storm boys, they placed 11th, led by Troy Burnt in 33rd, Ethan Schur in 62nd, Jace Dower was 65th, Jack Ekren 74th in a field of 124 boys varsity runners. In local volleyball, Grand Forks Red River handed Wahpeton a home loss on Thursday. Set scores favored the Rough Riders 25-8, 25-15, 25-20. Red River jumped up to 5-5 in the EDC, 9-7 overall. Wahpeton falling to 0-10 in the EDC, 1-13 overall. On the Minnesota side of the river, Breckenridge avenged one of its 2 losses on the season by topping Barnesville in 5 sets at home. The Cowgirls moved to 18-2, remaining unbeaten in the Heart of Lakes Conference at 5-0. Barnesville dropped to 11-8 overall, 1-4 in the HOL, which brings us to tonight's game. Wahpeton 3-2, taking a 3-game winning streak on the road here to face number 2 ranked West Fargo Horace, 4-1 in North Dakota Class A high school football. We've got the call here on AM 1450 KBMW, streaming live on KBMW News Live YouTube. Kickoff at 6 p.m. If you're looking for the Breckenridge Cowboys, you came to the right place on YouTube. We got another live stream scheduled for 7. 2-3 Breckenridge facing 2-3 New York Mills, a pivotal matchup in the Section 6A football standings. New York Mills knocked the Cowboys out of the playoffs last season. Turner Bluffus has the call, 6:30 pregame, 7 p.m. kickoff. We'll take one more quick break, and then we are back into your stats, your schedules, your power poll rankings, and your keys to the game here on the Red River Grain pregame show on AM 1450 KBMW.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Welcome back to Horace, home of a high school football game tonight between the Hawks and the Huskies, coming up at 6 o'clock. Let's take a look at how we got here, taking a peek at the schedule, starting off with the home team, Horace. Horace is going through their homecoming festivities right now. Horace started off the season at Dickinson. That was a 33-7 win, a big win over a highly touted Dickinson team coming into the season. They lost a tight one to Jamestown, 14-12 at the University of Jamestown. So back-to-back road games to start the year. Dominated Minot North, 33-7, and that was their first home game of the season. Then they traveled to Bismarck St. Mary's, a nice win there by 3 scores, 28-7, before beating Grand Forks Central again on the road in their last time out, 28-6, 4-1 with a 3-game winning streak, ranked number 2 in the latest North Dakota Associated Press Sports Writers and Sportscasters poll. Leads them to Wahpeton here, who is receiving votes in that poll. Let's take a look at Wahpeton's schedule here and how they got to this point. Wahpeton opened up, very tough season opener. Number 1 ranked team, defending state champion in Class 1A. That was Kindred. Kindred won 50-12 in Wahpeton, 30-0 at half. Wahpeton had a couple chances inside Kindred's 20-yard line and couldn't punch it in. They kind of rolled over, gave up a couple scores, played much better in the second half. Took that momentum to Minot North the following week, 21 apiece at halftime. Minot North put up 14 unanswered in the second half to win that 35-21. but Wahpeton did not sound the alarm. They bounced back with a 31-27 win over Valley City at home. Game-winning touchdown pass from Bjorn Kubala to Braden Steffens, back corner fade. Beautiful pass right underneath the scoreboard. That gave Wahpeton the win in that one. And then they hosted Watford City on homecoming, 41-14. Watford moved the ball down the field, 70 yards on its opening drive, and they didn't score again until the fourth quarter. Last week, it was a make-or-break game for Wahpeton at 2-2, traveling to face number 3-ranked Devils Lake, who was 3-1, and Wahpeton took it to them. Two-score victory, 28-14. Bjorn Kubla had 213 passing yards. We'll get to the full stat report presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm in just a bit here on your Red River Grain pregame show. So those are the schedules that help these two teams get to this point and a chance to cement themselves atop the Class A standings for Horace, who's trailing Red River, who looks like to be an unstoppable force at this point of the season. And Wahpeton trying to prove they're legit. Like I said, they came in at number 5 in my poll this week, Minot North number 4. But overall, they were receiving votes, and Devils Lake hung on to that final spot at number 5. So they dropped 2 spots after losing by 14 to Wahpeton at home on homecoming. So let's take a quick look at your Otter Tail Power Company Power Poll ranking. We'll start off with the big boys, Division 3A. Fargo Davies, unanimous, 105 points. They're 5-0, and they jump up to number 1, taking the spot from Bismarck High. Minot is 3-2 in the 2 spot. They move up 1. Bismarck High drops down from 1 to 3. They are 4-1. Number 4 is West Fargo Cheyenne, 4-2. Bismarck Legacy moves into the rankings, 4-1. Good stretch for Legacy. Receiving votes, 3-2 Century and 3-2 Mandan. In Division 2A, home of the Wahpeton Huskies and Horace Hawks, Grand Forks Red River, no surprise, unanimous, 21 votes, 5-0 record. At number 2, once again, West Fargo Horace, 4-1. Dickinson, 3-2. Bismarck St. Mary's, 3-2. Devils Lake, 3-2. Wahpeton and Minot North, also 3-2, receiving votes. So we have a bunch of teams in the hunt. Valley City and Jamestown, 2 talented teams in their own right. They're both 2-3 after Valley City pulled off a very tight win at Jamestown. Controversial ball that appeared like it may have been caught in the end zone was called incomplete after Jamestown hauled it in on the tip drill, and they ended up losing that game at home. So sour taste in their mouth. They're going to be looking to make a nice run here and make their way back into the rankings. That is your Otter Tail Power Company Power Poll rankings on for conservation. We'll take one more quick break, and when we come back, we'll have your stats from the last time out. Wahpeton's big win on the road at Devils Lake. Hawks, Huskies, coming up in just a bit on AM 1450 KBMW.
1 in 8 women in the U.S. will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. Many women with breast cancer have no symptoms, and most have no family history of breast cancer. That's why it's so important to schedule annual mammograms starting at age 40. When found early, breast cancer is curable. 98% of patients survive. Don't wait another moment. Visit EssentiaHealth.org to schedule your mammogram today. Essentia Health, cancer care like nowhere else.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show. Red River Grain has been serving the local farmer since 1986. I'm Robert Wannick here at the Voice of the Valley, AM 1450 KBMW. We are streaming this game live on KBMW News Live YouTube. Go check it out. We got a new graphics package. We are excited about a big game tonight between a pair of teams that are on 3-game win streaks, collision course with West Fargo Horace and the Wahpeton Huskies. Horace ranked number 2, Wahpeton receiving votes in the latest poll. Let's take a look at the stat report presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm as part of your Red River Grain pregame show. 28-14 win last week, as I said, at number 3, Devils Lake, led by Bjorn Kubala, senior quarterback, 18 of 26, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He has been dynamite this year, completing 66% of his passes after completing just 48% a season ago, and that's what you need to see, marked improvement from your quarterback year after year. And Bjorn Kubala, he's here as a senior, and he's ready to make some noise in Class A. Trayton Mauk, the star tailback, also a senior, 20 carries, 141 yards, and a touchdown. It was a 64-yard scamper for Trayton Mauk. Braden Steffens, 5 receptions, 76 yards, touchdown. Jackson DeVries, 5 receptions, 64 yards, touchdown. Jack Gilbertson, 6 receptions, 58 yards, touchdown. And Caden Barth, a 1-yard touchdown reception. So I believe Braden Steffens was actually a carry. We only have 3 passing touchdowns, but you get the gist there. Stable of skill players, for this Wahpeton Huskies team. They can go 3 wide, they can go 4 wide. They like to leave Trayton Mauk as the only man in the backfield and just let him cook. And Bjorn Kubala is opening up the running lanes by making teams respect this passing game. Defensively versus Devils Lake, it was Trayton Mauk at linebacker with 14 tackles, Evan Doctor at linebacker, 7 tackles, and a multi-sack game. He had 2 sacks, and Landon Ralph, defensive lineman, also had a sack. That is your State Farm stat report presented by agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So let's take a quick look, in addition to that report, to the season stats for this Wahpeton team, who has turned an 0-2 start into a 3-2 very realistic chance of contending type of season here. We'll start in the backfield. Trayton Mauk, 78 rushes, 573 yards, 7 touchdowns already. He is the bell cow back. Evan Doctor next up on the totem pole, 19 carries, 51 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jack Gilbertson, big hitter, 5 rushes, 79 yards, and a touchdown. 70 of those coming on a QB keeper to end the game against Kindred in that 50-12 loss. Nobody else more than 5 carries. At quarterback, Kubala, 74 for 112, 929 yards, 9 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. I'd love to have that kid on my fantasy football team, having a great season so far. In the receiving numbers here, very impressive. You never know who's going to get the rock. Jackson DeVries, 21 catches, 294 yards, and a touchdown. Braden Steffens, 23 receptions, 275 yards. He leads the team with 3 receiving touchdowns. Trayton Mauk, 8 catches, 123 yards, as he is quickly approaching 1,000 total yards on the season. Aiden Bonchez has turned 5 catches into 74 yards, 2 of them going to the house. Michael Peterson has 1 reception for 6 yards. He also has 5 carries, so he'll mix in depending on game script, and he's also a fantastic player in the secondary. The Hawks have just won the toss, so they're going to defer, and Wahpeton's going to take the football first tonight. Defensively for Wahpeton this season, Jack Gilbertson, 16 tackles, Evan Doctor, 23, and Trayton Mauk leads the way with 45. He's probably got quite a bit more, but they still count half tackles. They're not really catching up with the fact that assisted tackles and solo tackles both count as 1 towards the combined tally in the stat sheet. So Trayton Mauk, 45 unofficially. Landon Ralph, 2.5 sacks. That leads the team. Evan Doctor with 2. He's second. Isaiah Brushert with 1.5 sacks. And Jack Gilbertson, haunting quarterbacks in the secondary. The freshman has 4 interceptions this year. Omar Martinez with the other pick for this Wahpeton defense. So that is the completion of your stat report. Thanks to head coach Hunter McCall for hooking that up. This Wahpeton coaching staff is always on the ball. We're actually going to take another break here. Quick word from our sponsors, and we're getting ready for kickoff in Horace. Wahpeton is going to take on the Hawks at 6 o'clock on AM 1450.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to Horace High School Football, once again on the air at the Voice of the Valley, AM 1450, KBMW. I'm Robert Wanick. Thanks for joining me on the broadcast. We're video streaming this on KBMW News Live YouTube. Lovely 70-degree night with some winds cutting through the air here. It is fall, and two teams are vying for the top of the EDC behind Grand Forks Red River, who lays claim to the top spot, steamrolling everybody so far, including this number 2 ranked Horace team. But Wahpeton has won 3 straight, so has Horace. Let's take a look at your keys to the game, which I kind of spoiled earlier. These are presented by Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Keep spreading the rock in the passing game. That's going to be first and foremost for Wahpeton. They have so many skill players, whether it's Aiden Bonchez, Caden Barth, Jack Gilbertson, Jackson DeVries, Trayton Mauk, Braden Steffens, Evan Doctor, Michael Peterson. The list goes on, and when Bjorn Kubla can mix it up and go through his progressions and spread it around, that makes all of them very dangerous. But most importantly, it makes Trayton Mauk dangerous in the backfield because they can't stack the box and focus on him. And when Mauk gets loose, it comes right back around and helps the passing game. Kubla with a big arm. Like I said, 20-mile-an-hour winds here. So Wahpeton may lean on that short passing game. Bubble screens, slant routes, wheel routes, just lots of short passes where Kubla gets the ball out of his hands and lets his skill players pick up yards after the catch, and that plays into their strength. So that's one key to the game. Another one is continue the pressure up the middle. Doctor with 2 sacks last week, and Landon Ralph with 3. They only had 2 sacks total as a team coming into last week. So if they can get pressure up the middle with Doctor, Isaiah Brusher, Trayton Mauk, Landon Ralph, force Horace to operate under chaos, and let your playmakers like Jack Gilbertson and Omar Martinez in the secondary wreak havoc with some interceptions, forced fumbles, things like that. It all starts with the pressure, opening up opportunities for turnovers on the back end with the secondary. So those are your Smith Motors keys to the game. We're getting ready to go here. About 5 minutes until kickoff. Wahpeton will receive the kickoff. Horace won the toss and they deferred, and Wahpeton said, give me the ball. We want to make a splash here to start this ball game. So let's go over your Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley starting lineups on your Red River pregame show for your Wahpeton Huskies. And we'll start off with the offense. Wide receiver crew, we already touched on it. Caden Barth, Aiden Bonchez, Jack Gilbertson, Braden Steffens, Jackson DeVries. I'll name them all off because it depends on what package Wahpeton throws out there. Any mixture of them could be starting, so to speak. In the backfield, it's Trayton Mauk, and he rides alone in the backfield, coming in on a white horse for this Wahpeton team. They usually don't use a fullback. They usually don't do a split backfield. They usually give it to him, and he's a magician when it comes to turning something out of nothing. That offensive line that's been opening up alleys for Trayton Mauk to burst through. We have Luke Anderson, Owen Scoville, Hunter Belke, Chase Marsh, Landon Ralph, just a bunch of guys that'll mix in there, and we'll get to them as the game goes on. Very solid play from the offensive line the last couple weeks, and most of those guys double on defense. So your offensive linemen, they're probably going to be the Hogs out there starting this one on the defensive line, as well as Horace gets a nice rousing ovation as they take the field here on homecoming. And you can feel it in the air. It should be a good one tonight. Defensively in the secondary, it's going to be Jack Gilbertson and Omar Martinez at the safety spots. They have combined for 5 interceptions, 4 of them going into the hands of the freshman Gilbertson. Cornerbacks are Braden Steffens and Jackson DeVries. You'll see Michael Peterson back there at safety as well. A couple huge pass breakups, including one in the end zone against Valley City. Evan Doctor and Trey Mauk are your linebackers, and a unit that has allowed 21 points in their last 8 quarters. Of course, 6 of those, coming on a pick 6 that Bjorn Kubla threw at the beginning of the Devils Lake game. So that doesn't go against the defense. And credit Kubla for bouncing back with 3 touchdowns after throwing a pick 6. That's what winners are made of. We're going to get ready for the national anthem here, and then we're coming back. It's Hawks and Huskies on AM 1450 KBMW.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Here we go. Big high school football game tonight. 4-1 West Fargo Horace hosting 3-2 Wahpeton. Hawks versus Huskies. Both teams have won 3 straight. Horace standing tall at number 2 in the rankings for Class A. Just released this week by the North Dakota Associated Press Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association. Wahpeton receiving votes. They're on the outside looking in, coming off a huge win at Devils Lake, 28-14 over the number 3 ranked Firebirds. Dropped them down to the 5 spot. But Wahpeton's still hungry. Huskies trying to get in the top 5 and trying to beat a true state contender tonight on homecoming night on the road. It's a lot to ask, but Coach Gilbertson always gets this team fired up. For Wahpeton head coach Wade Gilbertson, assisted by Patrick Goulon, Evan McCall, Cale Peterson, Hunter McCall, Casey Materi, Ryan Smith, and Jordan Ralph. Horace Hawks, they are coached by Harvey McMahon, assistant coaches Ryan Boyer, Joe Girding, Joseph Salas, Chris Compton, AJ Anderson, Bruce Green, Josh Babich, Charles Farrington, and Austin Richard. And we're getting ready to go here. Wahpeton is going to receive the ball after Horace deferred. Wahpeton chose to start off on offense. Let's take a look at our sponsors for tonight's game. Your Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since '86. Smith Motors, small town friendly, big town deals. Otter Tail Power, on for conservation. Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Our friends at NDSCS, the second oldest two-year college in America, by the way. The science of learning by doing. Carlson Family Insurance Scoreboard, representing auto owners. Heitkamp Construction, hey, that's where my dad works. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. I can concur that that is true. Minn Kota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Essentia Health, they're here with you. Red River Agency, your trusted hometown agents. Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wahpeton. And Miller Realty, they'll be home for your postgame show tonight. A tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, trust, and service. So that's how we're rolling tonight on KBMW. This game is also streaming live on KBMW News Live YouTube. So Wahpeton trying to prove that wins over Valley City, Watford City, and Devils Lake are just scratching the surface. You know, after an 0-2 start, it's hard to think about getting any higher than beating the number 3 team after being 0-2 at one point, but they've got a chance to do just that here as we get ready to roll in Horace. Back deep for Wahpeton, it's going to be the usual duo of Trayton Mauk and Jackson DeVries, a couple dynamic playmakers. Mauk will start at running back tonight. DeVries will be officially listed as a tight end, but he is a wide receiver. "70 degrees, 20-mile-an-hour winds, heavier gusts than that." I'm no Mick Kerr, our meteorologist, but I will keep you updated on the conditions here tonight, as it's a true fall football atmosphere in Horace. I'm Robert Wanick, and I'm excited here with I3G Media. Get this show on the road, baby. Friday Night Lights. Kicking off for the Hawks is number 25, I believe. Jacob Birnbaum. Kick is away. It's a short one. It is fielded by Landon Ralph, and he's just going to go down. And Wahpeton's going to get decent field position here right around the 35-yard line. So Landon Ralph downs it. 3-sport athlete, Landon Ralph. Track, basketball, and football. So Wahpeton is going to line up like they usually do. 2 wide receivers balanced up top. Same on the near side of your screen, and Trayton Mauk all alone in the backfield. Shotgun formation, we'll see that all night long. Wahpeton wearing all white jerseys. Shotgun snap away, right into the gut of Mauk. Gets up the middle, gets a couple yards there for the Huskies. But a 4-yard gain for Trayton Mauk. Mauk ripping off 140 yards last week, 3 weeks ago, over 200 yards against Valley City. Almost 600 rushing yards on the season. Gilbertson, Steffens, DeVries, and Barth, those are your wide receivers in the backfield. Mauk in the left-hand pocket of Kubla. Quick out here to Gilbertson. Boom, he is cracked right away and taken down. That was number 15, Axel Anderson. Flying in like a banshee. Pops Gilbertson right away for a loss of a couple yards. So a tone-setting play there by Axel Anderson. And Wahpeton's going to have a 3rd and 8. So we got trips on the high side of the formation. All alone on the bottom half is the dangerous Braden Steffens. The camera is rocking here. Fans are stomping on homecoming night. Big third down here for the Huskies to start this game. Kubala drops back. He's going up for Steffens. Steffens can't get by the D-back. Great coverage. That was number 2, Dylan Otterson. Just got in front of Steffens and played the route like he was the wide receiver. Kubala makes sure that that one couldn't get picked off. Threw it just out of reach down the field, and Wahpeton's going to punt away to start this ball game. So big stop right away for West Fargo Horace. Looks like Kubala is going to be back there doing your punting, or is that James Anderson? Punt is off, and it is blocked. Kubala's punt is blocked. Rolls out of bounds at the Huskies 35. Number 18, Cooper Fuchs, blocks that one. Cooper Fuchs with the block. Bounces almost straight laterally out of bounds. That's a tough break for the Huskies. They're going to give up a lot of ground on that one. So they were in the backfield in a hurry, Cooper Fuchs was. So Huskies coming out on defense here. Right away, you see Omar Martinez, Mighty Mouse, near side of the screen. 5'4", big playmaker though. Keep an eye on him tonight. He wears number 3. Under center. First snap of the ball game on offense for Horace. Little trouble with the handoff, but they do get it away. Quarterback tonight is Ty Garay. Ty Garay, excuse me. Ty Garay, the QB tonight. Hands it off to Reed Fell. For a good chunk gain. 2nd and 5 is what they've got on the scoreboard here in Horace. Ball inside the 30. Two men in the backfield. Single wideout split. Hand off to the left side. Breaks a tackle. Going to the right. Breaks another tackle. And that's going to be a nice run there by number 8 again. Ty Garay. A little bit of shiftiness from Garay early on in this ball game. That's going to move the chains. Horace is threatening right now, a couple minutes into this one. Horace has the ball inside the 20. Same set, fullback, halfback, single wideout on each side, and that one is going nowhere. Initial hit on that one was by number 16, Evan Doctor. Number 19, Isaiah Brushert. Another handoff to Garay. Huskies able to stop that one. No gain, 2nd and 10. And the Huskies have been stingy inside the red zone. They've bent, but not broken on many of these drives. Watford City, we saw that, pushing them back. We'll see what they're made of here on this drive. It's homecoming in Horace. Hawks working out of the shotgun for the first time. Tight end on the left side of the line, 3 wideouts. Wahpeton showing blitz. Handoff up the gut, it's Garay. He's going to bounce off a Husky for a first down. So Landon Ralph wrangles Garay. About a yard short, but he bounces off Ralph's body before he hits the turf, and that gave him all the yardage he needed for a first down. Excuse me, it was not a first down. 3rd and 4. They got the soccer goals here, dual field for Horace. They also have 3rd and 4. Shotgun inside handoff into the left side, untouched. It's Garay. Little cutback from Garay. And he scores the first touchdown of the night. Garay runs it in from about 8 yards out. 33-yard drive to start the ball game. So 6-0, West Fargo Horace. Not a bad way to start off their homecoming night. Wahpeton going to look to answer here after they had a punt blocked on the first drive of the football game. Kick goes up, no good. A little bit of a break there for the Huskies. They trail 6-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll take a quick break, right back with a kickoff presented by NDSCS here on KBMW.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit titanmachinery.com/careers to learn more.
This kickoff is presented by NDSCS, the science of learning by doing. Wahpeton trails 6-0. 12-yard touchdown run by Garai to start this game, and it's going to be another short kick. And again, Landon Ralph catches that one in the front line. A little bit more athletic that time, dives for it. Wahpeton, 40-yard line they'll take over. So Horace, no problem here with kicking it short and giving Wahpeton good field position. They do not want to kick it to Trayton Mauk or Jackson DeVries. Two big hitters on this special teams unit. So Wahpeton takes over. From their own 39-yard line, Kubla out of the shotgun. Two wide receivers near side. Mauk, left side of the backfield, all alone. Hand off to Mauk. He tries the right side. Nice little jump cut inside, and he gets a good gain. So some early success here for Trey Mauk. As the sun's going down, making it a little dark here on this turf field in Horace over on KBMW News Live YouTube. I'm sure they'll fire up the lights in short order. I actually see a couple of them coming on now. So check us out on YouTube. Another shotgun formation, same exact look. Kubla on second down. Hand off to Mauk. He'll try the right side again. That time it's a nice ankle tackle in the backfield. Let's get a number on that for you. Number 52 of the Horace Hawks. First contact was made by Blake Johnson. Bunch of Hawks coming in to finish him off as Trayton Mauk doesn't go down easy. Loss of about 1 yard makes it 2nd and 7. Third and seven, excuse me. Kubla, shotgun formation. No changes at all here in their look. One wide receiver high, two of them staggered low. Play action, Kubla rolls left. He's in trouble, sets his feet, throws it, and it looked like some early contact on the route. And we are going to get a pass interference call. So that football was in no man's land, and I think Horace got a little bit excited, tried to jump the route, pick it off, and made some contact with the Huskies before the ball got to the wide receiver. Should be a pass interference call, and indeed it is. So Wahpeton with a big break there on third down. That's going to move the chains. Kubla rolled out to his left, set his feet under duress. Two Huskies breathing down his neck. Threw it into trouble, into traffic, and a pass interference call bails Wahpeton out and moves them into Horace territory. Fresh set of downs for the Wahpeton Huskies. A little bit different look here. Staggered wide receivers on the left side. Two eligible receivers bunched up on the right. Trayton Mauk, your lone back. Shotgun. Snap off to Kubla. It's low. He gets it. Gives it to Mauk, and Mauk is eaten alive in the backfield. Loss of about 2 to 3 yards. So a mixed bag here from Mauk so far. Horace able to get through the offensive line early on a couple of these plays. Mauk able to turn a few other carries into about 4 or 5 yards. Jostling for position here between the Horace Hawks line and the Wahpeton Huskies line. That brings up 2nd and 12. Just across midfield, the Huskies have the football in Horace territory. Out of the shotgun, everybody bunched up on the line. Just drops straight back. Kubla under pressure again. He rolls right. He's looking downfield. Throws it towards the sideline, and a nice completion to Jack Gilbertson. And he is forced out of bounds. And he's ruled out of bounds. Looked like he was in bounds by a yard and a half, but apparently must not have had possession. So tough break there for the Huskies. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12. It was a nice play by Bjorn Kubla, rolled to his right, hit Gilbertson on the sideline, but apparently he must have had a toe out of bounds. Wahpeton's got 3rd and long here from the Hawks' 44-yard line. Trips on the right side. Mauk, right side backfield. Single wide receiver on the left. Delay of game on the Huskies. So that's going to move them back. 3rd and a mile for Wahpeton coming up. Trails 6-0. 6 minutes left in the first quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 3rd and 17 is going to be the tally here, as Wahpeton might be best off just airing it out here. You know, an interception deep into Horace territory is just like a punt in some cases. We'll see what they do. Stands are rocking again, camera's shaking. Horace looking for a 3rd down stop, already leading by 6. 4 wideouts. Trayton Mauk stands alone in the backfield next to his quarterback, Bjorn Kubla. Quick screen route to Mauk. No blockers in front of him. Picks up a couple. I'm not sure if the blockers got a little bit too far down the field or not, but it was a sea of black jerseys as soon as Mauk caught that on the left side. And he picks up, so we wait for the yardage here. Got him down for a loss of a yard there. 4th and 18. Trayton Mauk will be the punter here as Wahpeton punts away for the second drive of the ball game. Snap to Mauk, and he's going to punt it. Looked like he might have faked the punt. It's a good one. Right to the return man, who breaks a tackle, and a huge block springs him for a couple yards. Nice return. So we'll get these numbers for you. That was Israel Bauer with a nice return. Number 15, Axel Anderson, who made a big hit in the backfield earlier on a swing route. Absolutely laid the wood on a block there for West Fargo Horace. Looked like that play was going nowhere, able to spring his teammate Israel Bauer for a decent gain, and Horace will take over at their own 38. 5:09 remaining in the first quarter. West Fargo Horace up 6-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Horace working out of the shotgun, 1 wide receiver high, 2 of them slightly staggered. 1 of them goes in motion to the right side. No surprise here. It's another handoff to Garai. Pretty good pursuit by the Huskies defense, taking him down. In on that tackle was number 69, Landon Nordic, his first tackle of the ball game. Braden Steffens in on that tackle as well. Trayton Mauk also in on the action. Gain of about 4 brings up 2nd and 6. So Garai has been the main guy getting the carries here in the backfield for this number 2 ranked Horace squad. 4 wideouts. Garai all alone in the backfield. Tight end shifts left to right. Shotgun snap is a handoff to Garai. He gets just out of the reach of Michael Peterson. Looked like he might have had him on the end of the line, but he couldn't contain. Garai cuts it to the left for a short gain. Isaiah Brushert finally brings him down. A lot of running left to right, ends up being just a 1-yard gain, and it's 3rd and 5. Hawks have the football on their own 43-yard line. Taylor Stefanowicz is the quarterback. And he'll have a 3rd and 5 to work with here. 3 wideouts, a tight end, and a running back. They're changing the play at the line here, looking over to the coaching staff. Shotgun snaps, Stefanowicz drops back, and he's going to air it to left. He has a man wide open, and it's caught down the sidelines. It's a race to the end zone. Jukes Omar Martinez, and that is a 57-yard touchdown to his wide receiver, Aiden Green, the 5'11 sophomore, putting on the moves. Stefanowicz drops it in the breadbasket, and that was a beautiful passing touchdown as Horace jumps ahead 12-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton may be expecting another Garai run there, and they'll get no such thing. They air it out. A little bit underthrown, and Aiden Green kind of took his foot off the gas and let the ball drop out of the sky. Nice catch. Outran the Wahpeton defense. And Horace is going to go for 2 here after missing the extra point on the first touchdown. Working out of the shotgun. It's Green in motion. It's a handoff to Garai. He easily runs up the middle as a nice pancake block on that play by number 61, Aiden Bamba. So just like that, Horace takes a 14-0 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton looking to answer when we come back on AM 1450 KBMW.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
Welcome back to Horace as the number 2 ranked Horace Hawks take a 14-0 lead in the first quarter of your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton going to receive the kickoff, and this one does go deep after a couple squibs. Running up to get it, I believe that's Jackson DeVries. Here he comes left to right, and he's got nowhere to go. 3 Hawks lay him out, led by number 2 on this Horace football team, Dylan Otterson. Kickoffs tonight presented by NDSCS. First couple kickoffs tonight for Horace. Squib kicks fielded by Landon Ralph. They kick it deep that time and had it covered quite well. Braden Steffen starts off wide on the right side. He's going to motion in towards the line. 2 wide receivers up top. It's Gilbertson and DeVries in the backfield. It's Kubla. He hands off to Mauk. Mauk up the middle. Takes what he can get, about 3 yards. So Trayton Mauk doing what he can here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Up against a tough West Fargo Horace Hawks defensive line, who's getting plenty of pressure early on. Second and 7 for the Huskies. Trips to the near side, DeVries and Braden Steffens. And they're going to hand it off to Mauk, and he's got a little bit of room to run. Stiff arm, Mauk stays on his feet to the outside. Trayton Mauk breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, avoids a horse collar tackle, and gets out of bounds. Huge chunk gain for Trayton Mauk. Takes it from the Wahpeton 30 to the Horace as they're waiting to mark it. 35. Stiff arm from Trayton Mauk, and then he put his other arm down and stumbled for about 5 yards. Somehow stayed on his feet, shook another tackler. They tried to horse collar him, and he shook it off, got about 5 more yards. So Wahpeton in business after a huge run by Trayton Mauk. Dropping back to pass, it's Kubla. He airs it out, close to the end zone. Coming back for it is DeVries, and it's intercepted at about the 7-yard line. That was Axel Anderson having an amazing game so far. Huge block, huge tackle in the backfield, and now an interception in Horace territory. So following a 35-yard run by Trayton Mauk, Wahpeton gets aggressive and tries to air it out for the end zone. A little bit short in these 20-mile-an-hour winds. Axel Anderson able to get his head around and pick it off for Horace. So Horace going to work deep in their own territory on this drive, and we'll see if that benefits this Wahpeton defense, who really needs to get something going here. 14-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Horace with the lead. Let's get that updated for you on KBMW News Live YouTube. First play of the drive. Handoff. read very well by Omar Martinez. He comes off the edge from his safety spots, blitzes, shoestring tackle. Takes Garay down. Gain of about 1 yard. So that was nice. They dialed up a blitz. 5'4", 125-pound Omar Martinez. Unsuspecting fellow comes off the outside, makes a nice textbook tackle, goes low. 2nd and 9. Just the 4th pick for Kubla this season in 116 pass attempts. Under center, Horace working deep in their own territory. It's another handoff. Garay, there he goes to the outside. Jukes Jack Gilbertson finally tackled by Michael Peterson. 20 plus on that one, takes it out to the 32-yard line. That gives Horace some breathing room. Once he gets ahead of steam and you try to square him up, he's so shifty. You're in trouble if he gets to the second level, and that's what happened there. Ty Garay, remember his name, number 8, 5'10", 180-pound junior, running back and D-back for this Horace football team. Working out of the shotgun once again, Stefanowicz, little drop pass. Taking it to the right side is number 1, Aiden Green. He is forced out of bounds for a loss by Trayton Mauk. You're not going to beat him in a foot race. That's the thing about running those trick plays. A lot of times Trayton Mauk can sniff him out because he runs those trick plays as an offensive player himself. So when he's at linebacker, he's got a good read on the offense. And when you get in open space against him, he's probably going to wrangle you down. That's what happened there. Chased Aiden Green side to side. Makes a tackle in front of the Huskies sideline. 2nd and 12. Wahpeton sorely needed that after the huge run by Garay. Nearing the minute mark here in the first quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Horace 14, Wahpeton 0. Shotgun snap, handoff Garay. Brushert in pursuit, gets cut off by his own man, but Braden Steffens is there to finish the play, and it looks like another loss. So back to pack. Nice job on the outside by the Wahpeton Huskies. Mauk last play, Steffens this time. East to west pursuit, making tackles near the sideline, not letting Horace cut those plays upfield. And a big 3rd and 11 here, trailing by 2 scores. Coming out of the game is Mason Johnson, 6'4", 195-pound tight end. He's going to get a breather for Horace. Horace has trips on the high side of your screen, KBMW News Live YouTube. 4 wide receivers now, man out of the backfield motions. Dropping back, everybody going out for a pass, and it is broken up over the middle. What a play by Braden Steffens. Stefanowicz with a beautiful pass to number 12, Israel Bauer. He goes up and gets it. But waiting in the wings was Braden Steffens, gets his hand in there and pops the ball loose at the last second, bringing up 4th and 11. So Wahpeton finally gets a defensive stand, and we'll see if they can build on that huge run by Trayton Mauk last drive. That drive ended in 2 plays with an interception at the Horace 7-yard line. So Horace back to punt this one away. Stefanowicz back to punt. So number 9, both quarterbacks wear it, both quarterbacks punt. False start here on the near side of the line. That was number 13, Lucas Geigel. A little bit early there. Trying to get a head start on his blocking assignment, and that's going to move the punt back for the Horace Hawks. So they'll have the football at their 27-yard line. Windy day, so we'll see what happens on special teams. Could be interesting. Stefanowicz fields the snap at the 20, punts it away. And he punts it over Steffens' head, and he's going to let it bounce. Horace racing to get it. It's going to bounce out of bounds near the 18-yard line. So Steffens, instead of going back and trying to field that one over his head like a wide receiver, lets it bounce, and it's a 58-yard punt. Wow. Special teams, the big difference maker in some of these games. Huge punt flips the field for Horace. 13 seconds left, so Wahpeton will get one playoff here, unless it's an incomplete pass, of course. First quarter coming to an end. Wahpeton is working out of the shotgun. Mauk in the backfield. 3 wide. Hand off to Mauk. He's looking to follow his blocker up the middle, but he's tackled from behind. Puts his hand into a blocker's back, tries to be patient, but Horace comes off the edge and tackles him. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Horace 14, Wahpeton 0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. When we come back, Wahpeton's got the football deep in their own territory, trying to cut away at this Horace lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanick. You're listening to Husky Football on AM 1450 KBMW and streaming live on KBMW News Live YouTube.
AM 1450, KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3 K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the Valley.
Hey, North Dakota State College of Science, students, parents, and sports fans. You can find all the fun student events and upcoming games on the NDSCS website homepage at ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks Pre-Finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Second quarter ready to get underway here in Horace. Wahpeton trails the number 2 ranked Horace Hawks 14-0 through 1. Trayton Mauk busted off a 35-yard run down the left sideline. Next play, an interception was thrown at the Horace 7. That was picked off by Aiden Green, but Wahpeton able to hold Horace, force them to punt on downs, and they'll have the ball back. 2nd and 11 from the Horace 14. Out of the shotgun, Kubla drops back. Little shoulder fake. Goes to the left side, off the hands of DeVries, who was hand fighting with number 7, Jackson Narum. Great coverage. Both DeVries, the wideout, and Narum, the D-back, hand fighting for positioning. DeVries got free at the last second and went up to catch it. It just went off his hands. Wouldn't call that one a drop. It was a difficult play to make, and Kubla put it in a great spot, a window where only his wide receiver had a chance, but good coverage by Narum. 3rd down and 11 here for Wahpeton. You could see the wind blowing those Huskies jerseys, and it's going to be a passing down. Kubla under pressure. Nice quick hitter over the middle. Looks like that's going to be enough for a Huskies first down. Pass completion to Jackson DeVries, so he goes right back to number 13 and says, "Don't worry about it, I got you." Shotgun snap to Kubla. He had 2 men staring him right in the face mask right away, and he just got rid of that thing. Not even a full release. Right on the money to DeVries with a crossing route, 12-yard pass. 1st and 10, trips on the high side of the field. Single wideout down low. Kubla passing again, steps up in the pocket, throws it over the middle, completes it between 3 Horace Hawks. That's Jack Gilbertson. So here goes Bjorn Kubla, shaking off that interception, similar to what he did last week. He threw a pick 6 in Devil's Lake. All he did was come back 18 of 26, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns. Very small window for that throw. Right over the middle. He stepped up in the pocket like a pro. Threw a dart to Jack Gilbertson, and it is going to be 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun again. They do not go under center. Kind of handicaps them in situations like this where they only need a yard. Shotgun handoff to Mauk. He goes right, cuts it up. He'll get that yard, not much more, but it's going to move the chains for Wahpeton. And no need to hit the panic button yet, down 14-0 at Horace on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We got 10:32 left in the first half. Wahpeton just trying to get into Horace territory here, use some clock, tire out this Hawks defense. We got 2 wide receivers on the line, staggered on the left side, spread out wide up top. Mauk in Kubla's right pocket, shotgun formation. Snap to Kubla, drops back, throws it out to Mauk. He's got a one-on-one matchup here, and he's going to get to the outside for a first down. Breaks another tackle with a high step, and he is popped on the sideline after a monster gain. So a little swing pass to Trayton Mauk. He changes speeds like a Gran Turismo video game, turns it upfield. And he's taken down after a huge gain. All the way to the 41-yard line of Horace. So Wahpeton's going to go no huddle, shotgun again. Mauk on the left side of the backfield. 2 wide receivers near screen. Looks like Aiden Bonchez is going deep down the left side. He's open, but Kubla goes short over the middle, and it is nearly picked. Bonchez streaking down the left side. Nobody in sight. Kubla checks down, and the interception was bobbled and dropped. So the would-be interception. And wow, Wahpeton breathing a sigh of relief there, averting disaster. Didn't see Aiden Bonchez running wide open down the left side of the field. Blown coverage there by the Hawks, but Wahpeton able to escape. Live to see another down. 2nd and 10 from the Horace 40. Shotgun snap, handoff to Mauk, stutter step, drives right up the middle, and we have a flag in the area of holding. We'll wait for the call. Tomorrow, NDSCS homecoming football game, 1:30 kickoff. Brad Anderson on the call, B92.7 FM. NDSCS is 4-2 this year, ranked number 5 in NJCAA Division III. And we're going to have a holding penalty on Wahpeton. It's going to move them back towards midfield. So they'll have the football.
Penalty is holding against Wahpeton. That's a 10-yard
10-yard penalty.
Horace accepts the penalty.
It's going to put the ball at the 50.
Second about 20.
So 2nd and 20. Everything is in play here. Wahpeton, some of the best skill players in Class A football. We'll see what they do here for a package. They've got 2 wide receivers high, 2 low, they're balanced. Running back in the backfield, Trey Mauk. A couple big plays already tonight. Mauk goes out for a pass. Kubla steps up in the pocket, avoids the sack, checks it down, and it is batted away. Looked like number 16 there for the Horace Hawks, Caden Joshua Koniczki. So Joshua Koniczki with the pass breakup is going to bring up 3rd and 20. So here comes these Hawks fans in the bleachers, about ready to tear down the press box as they cheer on their team. 3rd and 20. Wahpeton has the football at midfield. Shotgun snap. Kubla, he's got better protection. Swings it out to Mauk. Mauk is hit right away. Looked like there might have been a face mask. Mauk grabs his face mask, asking for one, but he's not going to get one, and that's going to be a short gain. Mason Johnson upending Mauk. Drove right through the stiff arm to make that tackle. 4th and 21 as they lose a yard on that, and Mauk's going to stay out there to punt. So Wahpeton defense having to work hard tonight, giving up 2 touchdowns, and then on the last drive, they were able to force a punt. Snap to Mauk, he rolls right, kicks it away. It's a pretty good one, and it goes far too deep into the end zone. So it's tough to tell where that one was going, and that one was into the wind, and he still kicked it out of the back of the end zone. So Horace is going to take over here, leading 14-0, under 9 minutes to go in the first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. The heavy lifting on offense so far has been running back Ty Garai for this Horace team. He has a rushing touchdown and the deep passing touchdown to Aiden Green from Taylor Stefanowicz. That was a beauty down the left sideline. That's how we got here, 14-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 4 wideouts, Stefanowicz in the backfield, very similar to what Wahpeton does with Trey Mauk. Spread them out, 1 running back. Garai up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, lunges forward for a gain of about 6. Garrett Schwartz on the tackle, number 79 for this Huskies line.
Tackle for the Huskies was number 79, Garrett Schwartz.
Garrett Schwartz is a 6 foot, 285-pound senior, so bringing some size to this Huskies line, showing he can move too, making a tackle there. Four wideouts once again. Garai in the backfield. Heavy dose of him so far, and they'll go that way again. Sticks his left foot in the ground, cuts to the right, and he's going to be very close to a first down. Just a split second on those cuts from Garai. He does a good job of seeing where he can get a yard or 2 yards extra, and he takes it when it's there. He's not a methodical runner. He makes a decision, puts his foot in the ground, and suddenly he's changing directions. Hasn't ran into a wall yet. Fresh set of downs for Horace, working at their own 30-yard line. Fullback in the backfield this time. 2 wide receivers under center for Horace. Stefanowicz, your QB. Pitch out to the left side. That's going to pick up a very short gain. Looked like that was number 4 that time. Reed Fell. Reed Fell, 5'11", 175. Just a sophomore, playing running back and linebacker for this Horace team. So 2nd and 8. Wahpeton looking to make a stand here on defense back-to-back drives, as the offense has been able to move the football, but an interception and a costly holding penalty have stopped Wahpeton in its tracks so far. 2nd and 8 for the Horace Hawks, under center again. 2 men in the backfield, handoff again to Fell, and that's exactly what he did. He fell forward for a bunch of yards. Looked like he was dead to rights, but following a stable of blockers on the line, able to pick up some yards.
He's tackled by number 28, Michael Peterson.
Braden Nays was leading in the blocking there, as was Cole Somerville. So those 2 men on the moving crew for Horace makes it 3rd and 4 from the Hawks' 37-yard line. 6.5 to go in the half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Same set, 2 wideouts, 2 in the backfield. Under center for Horace. They're going to roll right, play action, and it's a good one. Pass is complete to the right side. Little out route ran by Mason Johnson. Stefanowicz faked the handoff, hid the ball behind his right hip. Little afternoon stroll to the right side, and then he let it sling out to his wide receiver. Had the entire Huskies defense fooled. Another first down. Brings the ball out to the 44 for the Horace Hawks. They're eating up some clock here with a 2-score lead. Wahpeton defense trying to push him back. It's another drop pass here to number 1 for the Horace Hawks, and a huge pancake block in the backfield. Cuts back to the other side of the field, and a lot of chaos going here, folks. So Aiden Green, man in motion from wide receiver. They drop the pass to him, little shovel pass behind the line. And he gets a lead block from Mason Johnson, who flattens Omar Martinez. But it looks like we may have a holding call here. Aiden Green reversing the field there, picking up a gain of about 5, as the officiating crew is going to get together and talk it over near midfield. Holding on the Hawks. So Aiden Green covering about 25 yards there to pick up 5. All for naught, as the Hawks are going to move backwards with a holding penalty. So Wahpeton can't afford to fall behind 3 scores here to the number 2 ranked team in North Dakota Class A football. And they'll take negative yardage any way they can get it. First and 15 from the Hawks' 39-yard line. 4 wide. 1 man in the backfield, Stefanowicz. 2 men in the backfield, tight end motions, becomes a blocker. And it's a handoff up the middle. Pretty good gain there for Horace. This time it was Dylan Otterson as they begin to spread the touches around. Ty Garai doing the heavy lifting earlier in the game. We've seen Aiden Green, Dylan Otterson, and Reed Fell also touch the football out of the backfield now. That was a nice gain. Makes it 2nd and 7. 8-yard rush up the middle. Nearing midfield, West Fargo Horace trying to get into Husky territory here. Stefanowicz working out of the shotgun. Wahpeton showing blitz. Here comes Brushard up the middle. He's picked up. Can't get to the quarterback. Pass is complete to Aiden Green for another first down. Brushard was picked up by Mason Johnson. Tight end does his job as a blocker. Stops the Huskies linebacker from getting to Stefanowicz. Gives him time to complete a pass for a first down. Jackson DeVries on the tackle. That brings the football into Wahpeton territory. Horace has it at the 39-yard line. Fresh set of downs, only 4 minutes to go in the first half. Handoff, and slipping and falling is Ty Garai. Trying to change direction on a dime once again, loses his footing and his knee hits the turf, and that is going to be a loss. So really the only thing stopping Horace on this drive so far, a holding call and a slip in the backfield from Garai. Everything else has been positive yardage for this Hawks team. But Wahpeton making them work for it, which I'm sure Horace is completely fine with, running the clock down, leading 14-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton showing blitz again. Here comes Brushard. He's knocked off his block once again, and the pass bounces off the hands of Aiden Green. That was dropped near the 30-yard line, and that would have been a first down completion. So Brushard doing a good job busting through the line, but he gets hit pretty hard there by Adam Bamba. Bamba, 5'11", checking in at 260 on the scale. Nice block there to protect his quarterback, and Stefanowicz is going to need to take these boys out to frying pan after the game. Get him some panhandlers. Nice job by this Hawks line. But it's 3rd and 13 for Horace. Wahpeton down by 2 touchdowns. Stop here paramount to their chances of coming back in this ball game. Trips on the left side, single wide out down low in front of the Horace Hawks sideline. Shotgun snap. It's a handoff. A lot of running room. And it's going to be Garai. He takes that one about 7 yards before he's even touched. Short of the first down. Maybe 4 down territory here at the Huskies' 32-yard line. And Bamba once again moving bodies on the line. Garai just leisurely stroll up the middle. Huskies are going to have to nip that in the bud if they want to have any success here stopping this run game. 4th and 3. 4 wide. Same exact formation. Trips up top. Wide receiver down low. It's Garai, the lead back in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Stefanowicz. He's going to throw. Here comes the blitz. In his face is Doctor. He overthrows Green on a fade route down the sideline at about the 10-yard line. Turnover on downs. The Huskies bend. They don't break, and they're in this ball game. Wahpeton gets the ball back. Turnover on downs, 2:58 to go in the half, trailing 14-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Michael Peterson came off the edge, safety blitz. Instead of trying to hit Stefanowicz in the numbers and take him down, he checked up and jumped up, put both hands high in the air, got in his line of sight, and forced that throw out of reach. So big play, smart play by Matthew Peterson. Gives Wahpeton the football back. They'll have it at their own 32. Handoff to Mauk, up the middle. Short gain. So Wahpeton not getting much push here on the offensive line. More than capable of going to the air, this Huskies team. Kubla entered the game with 9 touchdowns. We did see him throw a pick earlier in the game, but that's more of a product of situation, being forced with some long downs. He'll have 2nd and 8 here. We'll see if they're still in run mode. 2:25 on the clock and running. Snap is off. It's low. Nice grab by Kubla. He's looking deep down the field. Throws it short to DeVries about 10 yards down the field, and he's going to break a tackle, and he's going to the 10-yard line. My goodness. What looked like a first down gain is going to be much more, as DeVries sheds the shoestring tackle. 57-yard reception. That's a big boy gain for Jackson DeVries. Playmaker galore here for Wahpeton. And they're in business, knocking on the doorstep at the Hawks' 10-yard line. Shotgun formation, trips on the left side. It's Bonches, Gilbertson, DeVries up top, all alone. Braden Steffens, watch for the fade route. Trayton Mauk on the left. He looks to Steffens, he shakes it off, and Steffens is wide open, or Mauk is wide open on a crossing route. Nicely drawn up play, had everybody fooled, including me up in the box. Mauk comes across for a 10-yard receiving touchdown, and Wahpeton cuts the Horace lead to 1 score with $1:42 to go in the first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 14-6. Mauk is going to be your kicker here. Point after attempt coming up. Snap is off. Mauk kicks it. Dead center. Wahpeton 7, Horace 14. The Huskies have life. They're howling a little bit here at Horace on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That drive took no time. A 57-yard pass to Jackson DeVries, followed up by a 10-yard slant route for Trayton Mauk. So they put Braden Steffens up top on that one, all alone on the right side of the formation, and he's been a killer with the fade routes in the end zone. Bjorn Kubla looked his way, and Mauk just kind of hid himself on the left side of the formation and just came jogging across the middle of the field. Nobody was there, and once he caught it, Mauk's got the speed to just walk into the end zone. Everybody else kind of puts their hands on their hips at that point. Mauk kicks the PAT, 14-7. We are streaming this game live on KBMW News Live YouTube. Sun goes down in Horace, lights coming on. We've got a ball game between a 3-2 Wahpeton team who's receiving votes in the latest rankings and a 4-1 Horace team who is ranked number 2 in the state. A 10-yard pass to Jackson DeVries. He broke a tackle, tacked on 47 yards after the catch. And a line drive kick here from Trayton Mauk, fielded at the 5-yard line by Horace. And he's got no room to run. Does take it out to the 20, about a 15-yard return for Bauer. And he's wrangled down by number 21 for this Huskies team. That is Trayton King. Evan Doctor, senior linebacker, also in on the tackle. So Wahpeton showing a pulse here, a counter punch like we've seen all season. They trailed Watford City. They trailed Valley City 4 times. They trailed Devil's Lake. They won all 3 of those games on a 3-game winning streak. They now trail 14-7 with 93 seconds left in the first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You having fun yet? Huskies football. It's been a good season so far. And they're looking for one last stand here to end the half. Taylor Stefanowicz trying to do something about that. Hawks QB working out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking to the left side all the way, and he has a man dropped again. Stefanowicz couldn't have put that one in a better spot. Israel Bauer can't hang on to it in the wind, maybe playing some tricks on these wide receivers. You don't get quite as tight of a spiral as you would under calm conditions, but that one was right in the hands of a leaping Bauer, and he can't come down with it. Crisp routes here by the Hawks receivers. Stefanowicz not even needing to look him off, just dialed in the whole way. Runs right by the Huskies, but he can't come down with it. 2nd and 10 from the Hawks' 21-yard line. Stefanowicz, handoff. Good blocking again, leads to a 5.5-yard run there by Garai. So it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. Timeouts are presented by our friends at High Camp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. I worked there for a few years. My dad's worked there for a few decades. They are a great company indeed. High Camp Construction, our timeout sponsor. Wahpeton 7, Horace 14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Quick break. We'll be right back with the final minute of the first half.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Here we go. Final minute 18 of the first half. West Fargo Horace 14, Wahpeton 7. Horace with the football, 3rd and 5. Handoff to Garai. A lot of real estate for him there. He runs about 7 yards before he gets tackled. That's where first contact was made, and that's been a problem for the Wahpeton Huskies tonight. Incredible blocking by this Hawks front line here. Opening up oceans for this Hawks running back room to swim past the Wahpeton defense, and they have done a good job of that, led by Ty Garai. We're under a minute here. Horace has the ball on their 32-yard line. Showing blitz again, Isaiah Brushert. Pitch to the right side, it's Garai, and he's got a lot of room to run. Finally knocked out of bounds by Jackson DeVries. Big gain. Looks like about 15 yards on that play. So Horace has time here to tack on. I'm not sure what their kicker situation is on special teams or where field goal range would be, but they lead 14-7, 45 seconds. Fresh set of downs, knocking on the doorstep of midfield here. Stefanowicz out of the shotgun. He's got 4 wideouts. Garai in the backfield. Handoff to Garai. Good blocking. Springs him to the left side. Steffens tries to make the tackle, but Garai muscles away, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards. Lead blocker on that play for West Fargo Horace was number 52, Blake Johnson. So by the time this game gets done, we're going to be mentioning pretty much everybody's name on this line because it is a full team effort. We have another High Camp Construction timeout. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Final 35 seconds of the first half on AM 1450 KBMW.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Make or break time here for the Wahpeton Huskies. 35 seconds left in the first half. Horace moving the football downfield with a 14-7 lead. Snap to Stefanowicz out of the shotgun. It's a play action. Pass over the middle this time is complete to number 11, Mason Johnson, who's done a good job blocking on the outside as a wide receiver. Sometimes that's overshadowed. Makes a catch. It's going to move the chains again, and we have another High Camp Construction timeout. We haven't even taken the logo off the stream screen because we figured that West Fargo Horace was going to want to stop the clock, and that's exactly what they're doing here. They've moved the football all the way down to the Wahpeton 30-yard line. 30 seconds left. Wahpeton desperately trying to keep Horace out of the end zone here after the Huskies responded. They trailed 14-0. A 12-yard touchdown run by Garai and a long touchdown pass to Aiden Green gave them a 2-score lead. Wahpeton responded when Bjorn Kubla completed a pass about 10 yards down the field to Jackson DeVries. He broke free, ran down the sideline, high-stepped a Horace Hawk, and turned it into a 57-yard gain, was tackled at the 10-yard line. Very next play, Kubla found Trayton Mauk running across the middle on a slant route for his 10th touchdown pass of the season. 14-7. Horace marching into Huskies territory here. 1st and 10, 30 seconds to go. Shotgun snap. Handoff. This time it's number 2. He is tripped up by Omar Martinez, and that's what they got to do. Get Mighty Mouse in the backfield. Handoff goes to Dylan Otterson, his second carry of the game, and they're going to go no huddle here, up on the line, 20 seconds and counting. Second and about 7. Shotgun snap, Stefanowicz looking for the end zone. He's going to air it over the middle. Wahpeton unable to jump the route, and that is going to take them all the way down to the 4-yard line. 6 seconds to go. Up in the air to Mason Johnson. 26-yard gain to Mason Johnson. 6'4", 195, tight end. Threw it up there. Steffens tried to get in and jump the route, but he couldn't get there in time. Steffens jumping up like a power forward, making a big catch. And we have a Husky down. I believe it's a Husky. It is. So Horace, 6 seconds, 4 yards to go here in the first half. They call their final timeout. We'll take a quick break as they tend to the injured Husky. We'll let you know who that is when we get back on AM 1450 KBMW.
1 in 8 women in the U.S. will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. Many women with breast cancer have no symptoms, and most have no family history of breast cancer. That's why it's so important to schedule annual mammograms starting at age 40. When found early, breast cancer is curable. 98% of patients survive. Don't wait another moment. Visit EssentiaHealth.org to schedule your mammogram today. Essentia Health, cancer care like nowhere else.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more.
Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing?
How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
So down on the field for Wahpeton, it looks like that is freshman safety Jack Gilbertson. He was in on that tackle after a 26-yard completion, brings Horace down to the 4-yard line with 2 seconds left. They change it from 6 seconds to 2 seconds. And Gilbertson is still down on the seat of his pants. Head coach Wade Gilbertson over there talking to his son. He is sitting up, drinking a Gatorade bottle of water. Couple trainers there with him. It has been several minutes that he's been down, so it doesn't look great. And we'll see what happens here. Not sure how he got injured, but he was in 3 Huskies to take down the big tight end for Horace on that reception. 6'4" Mason Johnson, all 195 pounds of him, crashing through those Huskies. And Gilbertson is finally up on his feet. He is, however, pausing there on the sideline and walking to the sideline. Looks like mostly under his own power. It doesn't look to be limping a whole lot. You know, you don't know, you don't want to speculate, but you don't know concussion. Doesn't seem to be a lower body thing. He's moving around on his own. They do have a hold of his arm, so he might have got landed on. Hopefully we'll have some information after the game, but a big blow to the Huskies defense. That young man has 4 interceptions this year, implementing a no-fly zone for Wahpeton. So Horace, 2 seconds on the clock. No timeouts left. Ball on the 4-yard line. They lead 14-7 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Money down here for both teams. 2 wide up top. 2 wide down low. It's going to be a passing play. Stefanowicz looks left, comes back over the middle, and it's tipped away in the back of the end zone, and that's going to do it for the first half. Trayton Mauk showing off his vertical. Jumps up in the air and bats that away. 14-7 is your halftime score. Trayton Mauk, number 44 for Wahpeton, checking in at 5'10", showing off that impressive vertical that we see on the basketball court. He can do it on both sides of the football, folks. Wahpeton hanging around against number 2 ranked Horace. 14-7, the Hawks holding on to a narrow lead on their homecoming here on AM 1450 KBMW. We'll be right back with your halftime show at the Voice of the Valley, streaming this game live on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Welcome back to Horace. It is homecoming football as the number 2 ranked Hawks welcome the Wahpeton Huskies to town. Both teams riding a 3-game win streak, and the Huskies showing that there's some dogs, not some pups. They're not going to roll over here. Trailing 14-0, they clap back with a touchdown to make it 14-7 in a goal line stand with 2 seconds to go. Trayton Mauk bats the pass away in the back of the end zone as time expires. And we got a football game. Wahpeton's got to be feeling good. Horace has got to be feeling good too. They are leading on their homecoming, trying to hold off Wahpeton and maintain their number 2 ranking. And Wahpeton, who started off 0-2, they're not even supposed to be here, and they are in this ball game with a 3-2 record on the season. This is your Minn Kota Egg Products halftime show, your number 1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. So a look at the scoring. First touchdown of the game came on a nice counter run, little inside handoff to Ty Garai. Put his right foot in the turf, cut it up to the left side, a 12-run touchdown run. And Garai has had open highways, like the Audubon out there for that kid. This Horace Hawks offensive line has been absolutely bonkers, pushing everybody around. Garai normally running the ball 5 to 6 yards before first contact. So big game for him so far. The Hawks have also used a little bit of a mix of Reed Fell and Dylan Otterson in the background. Top targets in the passing game, Aiden Green and Mason Johnson. Johnson, the 6'4", 195-pound tight end. He caught a 26-yard pass down to the Huskies' 4-yard line with 2 seconds to go on the clock. Landed on Jack Gilbertson, the Huskies' star freshman safety and wide receiver. Gilbertson remained down on the field for several minutes, walked off under his own power. Looked like they were holding his left arm. So not sure what happened there, if he just got a stinger or if he's going to be out for some time, but we'll find out when the second half starts here. Horace 14, Wahpeton 7. Great ball game so far on AM 1450 KBMW. We'll be right back on your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show after a quick word from our sponsors.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Welcome back to the beautiful facilities at West Fargo Horace, a high school that was established just 3 years ago. The Hawks with a 1-1 record versus Wahpeton in the past 2 years. That Blake Schaefer-led football team where he broke all the passing records at Wahpeton High School, and Caden Kappas and Bo Arnstein were his top wide receivers. Trayton Mauk was just getting started as a sophomore tailback, still a star in his own right. Caden Kappas caught 19 touchdowns that year, folks. That's right, almost 20 touchdowns as a high school senior. Now playing baseball at Minnesota Crookston, but I digress. Wahpeton won that first season. Last year, Horace took it by 6 points, I believe, a 26-20 game in Wahpeton. Well attended, filled the bleachers at Earl Skip Butte Alumni Stadium on the campus of NDSCS. And this one is anybody's ball game at half. Horace leading 14-7 on your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. Couple key plays in this one. Jackson DeVries ran a route down the right side. Perfect ball by Bjorn Kubla. DeVries was hand fighting with the defensive back. Broke free at the last second. Not quite quick enough to get his hands up and make the catch. Very next play, Kubla out of the shotgun, got a snap. Two guys right in his face. Little snap throw over the middle for a first down to DeVries. Later in the drive, he hit DeVries for another 10-yard pass, and DeVries turned it into 47 yards after the catch, setting up a Trayton Mauk slant route from the 10 for Wahpeton's touchdown. So that's how Wahpeton got on the board. Mauk had a 35-yard run, a couple other big plays as well, but a lot of runs for 1 or 2 yards against this tough Horace team who has some big boys up front, some strong kids. We've seen Wahpeton's pass rushers get knocked off their block a few times. Isaiah Brushert, Omar Martinez, give them credit. They are getting some pressure in the backfield. Unable to get a sack, though, because it always seems like that last Horace lineman that's hanging out in the backfield is just ready to inflict some pain. And they've been hit pretty hard, Martinez and Brushert. But the coaches keep sending them out there, and they keep blitzing and bringing it the best they can, hoping to wear out this Hawks offensive line. Some of these guys on the line, Chase Wetch is 6'1", 305. Adam Bamba, who's been a force tonight, 5'11", 260. Trevor Rederath, 6 foot 230. Keaton Podliska, 5'10", 230. Levi Gordon, 6 foot 240. Justice Fable, 265. So whatever they're feeding these kids in Horace and whatever they're doing in the weight room is working. Excellent job by the Horace line. And for the Wahpeton defensive line, man, have they stepped up. A couple third down stops to force some punts away. And that has been led by number 79, Garrett Schwartz, 6 foot, 285, a big dog in his own right. Also, Landon Ralph, 6'2", 225. What he gives up in weight a little bit, he uses his length and athleticism at 6'2", nice swim moves to apply some pressure in that first half. Landon Nordic, only 5'11", 185. Man, he is tough. He's getting a push as well. Owen Scovold at 5'10", 215. He is in the trenches doing his job. And Hunter Belke, 5'9", 170. Chase Marsh, 190. So Wahpeton giving up some weight here on the line, but showing a counterpunch after getting scored on 2 quick ones. We saw in that Kindred game a couple quick touchdowns, and Wahpeton kind of got down on themselves and got out of their way and let it turn into a lot more. Let it avalanche on them. That has not happened in the last 3 wins, trailing Watford City, trailing Devils Lake, and trailing tonight. They'll see if they can do it again. About 90 seconds left to the second half here. This is the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. We got Hawks versus Huskies on KBMW. Streaming this game live on KBMW News Live YouTube. Come join us.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number 1 today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com. AM 1450, KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3, K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the valley. When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
What a first half here in West Fargo Horace as the Hawks take a 14-0 lead. Looked like they might run away with it on their homecoming, and Wahpeton says, not tonight. Scores a touchdown pass from Bjorn Kubla to Trayton Mauk. Kubla's 10th touchdown pass. He did throw an interception in the first half, but 10 tutties, 4 picks this year for the senior quarterback. Keeping his team in this one. Jackson DeVries with 72 yards receiving in the first half, and he's been big as well. So that's how Wahpeton gets in it. A couple nice pass plays to DeVries, moves him down the field. Mauk burns everybody on a slant route from the 10-yard line, score a touchdown. He also kicks the PAT. He's also punting, so he does a little bit of everything. Oh, and he also batted away a pass in the back of the end zone to end the first half from the 4-yard line. So it's been Mauk madness here. We are used to that at KBMW. And the rest of the Huskies doing their part. Mentally strong on the defensive side, forcing a couple punts after Horace basically, just ran it down their throat to start the game. There's no nice way to say it. With Ty Garai And they've done a much better job, but still need to tighten it up on the defensive line. They've got to get contact near the line of scrimmage. Garai too good to give him a running start with the football. And Stefanowicz, he's been putting the passes where they need to be, peppering his wide receivers. There's been several drops by the Hawks, or we may be looking at a 2-score lead here on the scoreboard. But as it stands, we're ready to start the second half. Horace 14, Wahpeton 7 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And if Wahpeton can win this one, they are receiving votes in the latest North Dakota Associated Press Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association poll. And Horace is number 2, so this would be an absolute bombshell in the rankings. My rankings this week had Wahpeton at number 5 after they upset number 3 Devils Lake on the road, but Devils Lake's able to maintain the number 5 spot in the rankings. We'll take a look at those quick. Coming into tonight, Red River was number 1, Horace number 2 with their only loss to Red River. Dickinson at 3, Bismarck St. Mary's at 4, Devils Lake at 5. Wahpeton next up on the outside looking in. Tonight would change the whole dynamic of the Class 2A football landscape. So let's get ready to kick this off. Let's get ready to kick this off here, presented by NDSCS. The science of learning by doing. They play tomorrow a homecoming game at 1:30. We will have that one on B92.7 FM. This broadcast is presented by I3G Media. We've got stations all over North Dakota, a bunch of live streams going on tonight. Your home for high school football. I'm Robert Wanick at the Voice of the Valley. Ready to rock here in Horace. The lights go down and the stars come out. Possibly none bigger than Trayton Mount because he'll kick it off for NDSCS. He kicks it off, and it's a line drive. It bounces off the second row. It's rolling around, and it's anybody's football on the ground. Evan Doctor's jumping around, and he's going to kind of simmer down his excitement, and it looks like Horace was able to smother it. And wow, a little bit of drama to start the second half as Mouk kicks a line drive into the second row, and Horace bobbles it around, and they do pounce on it. Streaming this football game on KBMW News Live YouTube. As Horace has the football on their 36-yard line. 3 straight punts for the Hawks. I should take that back. The last play of the first half was an incomplete pass in the end zone. 3 straight empty-handed drives for the Horace team. Still go back to work. Stefanowicz, your quarterback. Handoff to Garai. Wrangled in the backfield. And that was number 19, Isaiah Brushert. So we're talking about the first half. Brushert's pressure not quite getting through. He's changing that narrative right away with a tackle for loss in the backfield to start this second half. Ball will be at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 11 coming up. Horace 14, Wahpeton 7. We got a whole half of football left, folks, on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Stefanowicz has 3 wide. 1 man in his left pocket in the backfield. He's taking his time. Shotgun snap. Blitzing on the outside is Doctor. He can't get through. Landon Ralph can't get through either, and that's going to lead to a pass completion of about 15 yards. And once again, it's Mason Johnson. Hard to miss him if you are a quarterback scanning the field. Big tight end, senior here for this Hawks team. And that moves the ball to the 50-yard line. Working under center now. We got a fullback acting as lead blocker. Handoff. Goes to number 4 that time up the middle. So they're going to mix up the touches here. Reed fell. Big gain, another first down. So it looked like that was either Cartel Johnson or Jacob Birnbaum in at fullback. Lead block. Moved a linebacker out of the way. And Fell just stuck to the script and ran it straight up the gut for a first down. Kaysen Nordic, number 43, a tight end in the backfield, along with Garai. It is actually Fell, and he's going to run to the outside untouched again, eventually tackled by number 62, Luke Anderson. I mean, they're getting to the outside here and picking up half the yardage they need before the Huskies even get off the block. 14-yard run. 14 yards before contact. Ball at the Huskies' 24-yard line as Horace is marching down the field on homecoming. Under center, it's Stefanowicz. He's handing it off to Garai. He breaks a tackle, sheds free from Doctor, runs all the way down to the 5-yard line. So Doctor went low, just slid right down to the cleats of Garai, and he kept on running, and the Hawks are threatening early here in the third quarter. First and goal from the 6. Whatever they discussed at halftime has worked here on this opening drive for Horace. Stefanowicz, handoff, Garai to the right side, hit at the goal line, in for a touchdown. So Trayton Mauk hits Garai at the goal line, too little too late, and that's a Horace Hawks touchdown. So Horace either got a pep talk or a butt chewing in the locker room, either or. It worked great as they absolutely played smash mouth football on that drive. One pass, the rest of it was good old-fashioned run game, culminating in a 8-yard touchdown, 5-yard touchdown from number 8, Ty Garai. Kick is up. This time it's good. That is Jacob Birnbaum. 21-7. The Hawks stretch the lead to 2 scores once again. 9:32 remaining in the third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll see what Wahpeton's got in response when we come back on AM 1450, KBMW, and KBMW News Live YouTube.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Horace set to kick off here after Ty Garai's second rushing touchdown of the game gives them a 21-7 lead, and it's going to be a little pooch kick to Landon Ralph at the 30. He goes down on a knee, so good hands from Landon Ralph. He has 3 kick returns tonight for 0 yards. But no, jokes aside, it is important to have a big man who can field, who's got hands there. He does just that, so not great field position for Wahpeton, but not bad. They'll take over at their own 33-yard line. Kubla working exclusively out of the shotgun tonight. Steffens in motion. They're going to hand it off to Mauk. Little shimmy up the middle. Spin move, still getting carried forward. Mauk has that pinball effect sometimes. He gets into the line and he just turns his back and keeps those feet churning, and he says, push me forward. And the Huskies line does that. He's not afraid to get in there and bang for some extra yardage. Brings up 2nd and 7. We do not see Jack Gilbertson out there as part of the receiving corps here to start the second half after he went down with a few seconds left in the first half. Shotgun snap to Kubla. He's looking over the middle. and pass is complete to Steffens. It's going to be short of the marker. About a 3-yard pass right over the center of the field. So Kubla doing a nice job putting the ball on the money in dangerous areas of the field. Not afraid to go over the middle and challenge this Hawks defense. It's 3rd and 4. The Hawks defense trying to make a stand here. 3rd down and 4, 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun snap, handoff to Mauk. He's going to be stuffed short, and there's going to be a flag in the backfield. So this might do it for the drive for Wahpeton, and we finally got that halftime show logo off the screen for you. A little bit of extra advertising for our friends at Minn Kota Ag Products. Thank you guys so much for hopping on the broadcast. Horace leads 21-7. Horace ranked number 2 in Class A. Wahpeton receiving votes. Horace 4-1, Wahpeton 3-2. This is a key call here. Wahpeton has a 3rd and 4. Mauk stopped short, and there was a flag on the field. They're going to figure out what they want to do here. Whether they're going to take the penalty and give Wahpeton another shot here. They're going to decline it, so it's going to be 4th and short. Illegal formation. No gain on the play, I guess. So that's going to bring up 4th and 4. Wahpeton is working from their own 39-yard line. And it sure looks like they're going to go for it here. We'll see if they go or if they bluff. Big spot here for Wahpeton. 4th and 4 from their own 39. The offense stays on the field. 4 wideouts. Mauk in the backfield. Snap is away. Kubla drops back. He's looking. He's got a man. It's bobbled and caught. And off to the races is Jackson DeVries. He hits the turbo. Nobody's going to catch him. Have yourself a game number 13. Touchdown. 61-yard touchdown reception for Jackson DeVries. 4th and 4 from their own 39. No big deal. Coach Gilbertson's got something for that. And Wahpeton cuts into this Horace lead. Wow. In traffic again. Kubla threads the needle. Bobbled for a second by DeVries. He pins it against his body with one hand and outruns the Hawks defense. Mauk gets ready for the PAT. Kick is up, nearly blocked, and it's good. 21-14, Wahpeton claps back, and they're in this game against number 2 ranked West Fargo Horace. Are you having fun yet? This is Husky football on AM 1450 KBMW.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What a catch and run by Jackson DeVries to get Wahpeton back in this ball game. I believe that was a 61-yard passing touchdown. Kubla's 2nd of the game, 11th of the season. 4th and 4 from Wahpeton's 39-yard line. They go 61 yards. House call. Kubla to DeVries. 21-14 Horace. Wahpeton not going away on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Kickoff goes out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty on the Huskies. So Jackson DeVries with a couple big catches in this one, a 57-yarder and a 61-yarder. A couple short gains as well. So he's well on his way to a career game here tonight in Horace. So we'll see what Horace does here, if they accept the penalty or they make Wahpeton re-kick. I'm assuming they're going to want the football. They've been moving it pretty well tonight. Take the field position. And they will do just that, and they'll get the ball on their 35-yard line. So in essence, it's just a squib kick, basically. It goes out of bounds. You automatically get it at your 35. And that's where Horace has been kicking it to Wahpeton all night anyways. So the Hawks will have 1st and 10 from their 35. Momentum on Wahpeton's side here, but Horace has been tough to stop. In the backfield, a nice play by Evan Doctor, getting his motor going. The linebacker for Wahpeton makes the tackle. Looks like a 1-yard gain, and we have a flag on the field. And that's going to push him back a little bit. Signal is holding on the Hawks. Streaming this game on YouTube if you're looking to check out the video, KBMW News Live. Beautiful field lighting here, very good. Horace does it right. It's been a great night for football. Friday night lights all year long here on AM 1450 KBMW. 1st and 20, Horace pushed all the way back to their 25-yard line. Wahpeton's got to be careful for the big pass play here. And we're going to get a false start this time on Horace. Entire Huskies team pointing at the line. And Horace is going the wrong direction here to start this drive. Maybe a little shell-shocked by that Kubala to DeVries 61-yard touchdown bomb, which made it 21-14, 7:36 to play in the third quarter. So 1st and 25 back at the Hawks 20. We'll see how they handle this with a 7-point lead. 7.5 to go in the third quarter. We're going to hand it off. And it looked like it was going to be a nice play at the line. But as he's done all night, the second back, Reed Fell, gets a nice gain. So Fella's done a nice job of spelling Garai. Not quite a running back by committee approach, but he's come in and had some very nice carries tonight. He picks up 8 on that one, making it 2nd and 17 from the 28. So a good start at gaining back that penalty yardage for Horace as the clock dips under 7 minutes in the third quarter. Horace 21, WAP 14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Under center, Stefanowicz. He's going to drop back and pass here, and he's going to air it out deep downfield. He's got a man, and he overthrows him. Pulled out the cannon on that one. A little bit too much on the throw intended for number 12, Israel Bauer. And Wahpeton again catches a break in the pass game, whether it's passes have been just overthrown or dropped by the Horace Hawks. They have left a lot on the table tonight, and it's 3rd and 17 from their own 28. Wahpeton licking their chops. They want the football back. Stefanowicz out of the shotgun, trips up high, make it 4 wideouts as the man in the backfield motions out. 1 wide receiver solo down low. Here we go. Stefanowicz has the pocket to himself, throws it over the middle short. They're going to look for some run after the catch, and they're going to get some. But a nice open field tackle by Braden Steffens and Trayton Mauk. There's going to be a flag, and Wahpeton better hope that that's not a face mask. A 10-yard gain on 3rd and 17. Flags flying from all directions. Wade Gilbertson about a yard onto the football field, awaiting the call. A huge one. Personal foul. Face mask on the Huskies. So they had West Fargo Horace backed up to their own 20-yard line. 25 yards to go, and they bail him out with a face mask. And that just takes the wind out of the Huskies' sails here. Fresh set of downs for Horace. We'll see how resilient the defense is here. They're going to have to work a little harder as the ball is now in Wahpeton territory at the 45-yard line. Stefanowicz under center. Good bet to pound the rock here. They do just that. It's a handoff. Tackled in the backfield. Isaiah Brushert. He's just been hammering away with the blitzes. This line's starting to crack a little bit. Brushert gets back there for his second tackle for loss here in the second half. That brings up 2nd and 10 for West Fargo Horace. Under center once again. Another handoff, big hole. But a nice effort by the Wahpeton Huskies defense to make a stop after a short gain. So that one was Dylan Otterson. He's gotten a small amount of carries tonight. A nice initial burst. Big hole created by the offensive line there. That was started by number 72 of the Horace Hawks, Levi Gordon, 6 foot, 240-pound senior. But 3 Huskies were there in a flash. Hold him to 3 yards. 3rd and 7. So Wahpeton with another chance to make a 3rd down stand. 2 wideouts, 2 men in the backfield. We'll see if they try to pick up half the yardage with a run. Handoff, and they're going to pick up close to all of it. But they do get stuffed first, and Wahpeton finishes off a gang tackle with some force. Michael Peterson, Trayton Mauk, Isaiah Brushert, Chase Martian on there as well. 4th and about a yard for the Hawks. And you got to believe that they're going to ask for some crowd support here on homecoming. Get those bleachers rocking. 4 down territory. Another touchdown wouldn't necessarily put the game away, but it would go a long ways as we surpass the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Horace leading 21-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 4th and 1. Horace out of the shotgun. And we're going to get a timeout by the Horace Hawks, presented by Highcamp Construction. Horace 21, Wahpeton 14. Big 4th and 1 here in Wahpeton territory. 3:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. This is North Dakota Class A high school football on AM 1450 KBMW.
One in 8 women in the U.S. will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. Many women with breast cancer have no symptoms, and most have no family history of breast cancer. That's why it's so important to schedule annual mammograms starting at age 40. When found early, breast cancer is curable. 98% of patients survive. Don't wait another moment. Visit EssentialHealth.org to schedule your mammogram today. Essentia Health, cancer care like nowhere else.
Welcome back to Horace. It is money down again for both teams, 4th and 1. Horace has the ball at Wahpeton's 36, leading by 7. They are under center. Let's see if they do a push here. Stefanowicz under center. They're going to do the QB sneak, and he is going to get plenty. So Stefanowicz falls forward, and this is a back-breaking drive for Wahpeton, who had Horace facing 1st and 25 from their 20. On 3rd and 17, they made a tackle about 5 yards short of the yard marker, flagged for a face mask that extended the drive, and time just keeps ticking away with Horace up 21-14, 3:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. New set of downs for the Hawks. Under center, Stefanowicz, fullback, tailback, 2 wideouts. Wahpeton showing blitz on the outside. And Fell does hit the corner, pushed out of bounds by Evan Doctor. Martinez went for the blitz on the outside. He tried to go low, and he's not going to win that battle at 5'4", 125 pounds. Bunch of 250-plus men among boys out there on the line for Horace. They put him right in the turf. But if you know Mighty Mouse Omar Martinez, he will be back for more. Lined up on the outside again. Number 3 for this Huskies team. He'll keep coming. At the 27 of the Huskies. Handoff to Fell. He goes right up the middle. 1st down yardage. And that's going to take Horace into the red zone at the 20. And they are threatening to end the quarter on this drive. We only have about 3 minutes left. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wahpeton trying to avoid going down 2 scores into the 4th quarter. It's 21-14. Trayton Malk with a receiving touchdown. Jackson DeVries with a receiving touchdown as well. And that one is handed off to the fullback. Snuffed out real quick by the Wahpeton defense on the right side. Let's get some numbers for you there. Looked like we had Garrett Schwartz in on the initial hit. Trayton Malk with an assisted tackle. That was number 43. Kaysen Nordic with his first carry of the ball game. Gain of about 1 makes it 2nd and 9. Under center, Stefanowicz. No surprise, he hands it off. And Brushert with another tackle, his 3rd of this quarter. He's going to minimize the gain on that one, and another key 3rd down here. Hit or miss for the Huskies on 3rd down tonight. They've done some good things. They've allowed some big plays as well. As I said earlier in the broadcast, I'm not sure what Horace has for a field goal kicker. For a lot of teams, this would be field goal range. They are down to the 16, 3rd and 6. 2 wide receivers on the high side of your screen. KBMW News Live YouTube. 1 all alone on the bottom. 2 backs to the right of Stefanowicz. High snap. He keeps it. Rolls right. Pursuing his doctor. Wide open in the back of the end zone. Stefanowicz airs it out and overthrows his intended target. So Stefanowicz had a man on an island in the right side back of the end zone. And he throws that one well over his head. It's going to be 4th down. Intended for number 81 on that play. Brett Livingston, 6'4", 185 pounds, sophomore wideout. Golden opportunity for a touchdown on homecoming, but had to be about 7'7" to pull that one in. And that's going to bring up 4th and 6, 4 down territory. Playing for keeps here. Both teams need this. Horace 21, Wahpeton 14, 4th and 6. Buck 22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun formation from the Hawks. Here comes the snap. Looking left is Stefanowicz. He throws it. Initial hit had the man short of the 1st down. And the second effort is a 1st down lunge by number 12, Israel Bauer. So Bauer caught that one a yard short of the 1st down. Contact was made, and Bauer was able to lunge forward and get the yard of gain. That's going to bring us down to a minute in this 3rd quarter on a drive that should have ended a long time ago. Was extended by a face mask on the Huskies. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Everybody bunched up on the line. It's going to be a QB keeper up the middle, mighty close to the goal line. They'll have it at about the half-yard line, it looks like. Stefanowicz falls forward. Gets inside the 1-yard line. Wahpeton's in trouble here. 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Got to go way back. There was about 5 minutes left when Wahpeton had West Fargo Horace on the ropes. 3rd and 17, deep in their own territory. Suddenly, they are a half-yard away from making this a 2-score game. Stefanowicz under center. Running back is Fell. It's going to be another QB keeper. They're going to get plenty of push from the boys in black as Horace disappears into the night, into the end zone for another Hawks touchdown, making it 27-14 with 5 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. The Huskies had them 1st and 25 to start this drive. Horace able to make something out of nothing, extending this ball game. 27-14, they're going to try to make it a 14-point game here. It's Taylor Birnbaum lined up to kick the PAT for the Hawks. Kick is off. Kick is good. Horace 28, Wahpeton 14. We'll get the kickoff, and then we'll have the 4th quarter here. As Wahpeton trying to pull off something improbable here, coming back from 2 touchdowns with 1 quarter left against the number 2 ranked team in North Dakota Class A high school football. I'm Robert Wanek, and you're listening to AM 1450 KBMW, streaming live on KBMW News Live YouTube. Beautiful night for football. Wahpeton showing they belong in the conversation here, hanging tight with Horace. Again, it is 28-14. Wahpeton coming out to receive the kickoff. 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Back deep for the Huskies. Mauk and DeFries, they have only kicked it deep once. The other 3 kickoffs have went into the hands of Landon Ralph in the second line. Landon Ralph at the 35. Getting ready to potentially play receiver on this kickoff once again. A statement drive from the Hawks, never gave up. Deep in their own territory, turning it into a touchdown from Stefanowicz. They do kick it deep. It's DeVries. He catches it backpedaling at the 10, and he's got some Hawks honed in on him. First contact at the 20. He makes a man miss. And DeVries is loosed on the left side. Spin move, still on his feet to the 40. Jackson DeVries, human highlight reel tonight for the Wahpeton Huskies. He disappeared into a black hole and emerged with a full head of steam. And that's going to be about a 32-yard return for Jackson DeVries. And that young man is having a fantastic game here. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll take a quick break. West Fargo Horace 28, Wahpeton 14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 12 minutes to go. Wahpeton trying to pull off a homecoming upset over the number 2 Hawks. This is the Voice of the Valley, AM 1450, KBMW.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more.
Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing?
How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
First play of the fourth quarter is a run play to Mauk, and he's bouncing all over the place, refuses to go down. Nice gain for the Huskies. They'd really like to strike quick here. 12 minutes to work with. 7-yard run by Mauk. Wahpeton trails 28-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 2nd and 3 for Wahpeton. Kubla, a pair of touchdown passes tonight. Mauk up the middle. Enough for a first down, about 4 yards. The Wahpeton offense, they've been there tonight. They're facing a very tough Horace team, but it's been there once again, spreading the ball around. They lost Jack Gilbertson to an injury at the tail end of the first half, so they've been a little short-handed, but still very impressed by what they've been able to do tonight. Hand off to Mauk. He goes to the right side. He's got a lot of room. Here he goes. Near the 30-yard line of Horace. Mauk just a little stutter step in the backfield. Sees a sliver of daylight on the right side and turns on the burners. So quickly to the 35-yard line of Horace. New set of downs. Another handoff to Mauk, and he's hit hard. See who made that tackle for Horace. Climbs out of the pile. Number 52, he's going to be wagging his head there. Pretty happy with that one. It was Blake Johnson. 6 foot, 190-pound senior. He stuck Mauk there for no gain. Huskies quickly back to it. Bunched up. 2 wideouts on the left side of the line. 1 man up top. Mauk in the backfield. Quick throw to the outside. Beautiful pass to Trayton King. Just wasn't ready for it. And that was definitely a timing play. Kubla let go of that football before King even broke. towards the sideline on his route. He turned around, and that thing was right in his grill, just couldn't handle it. And King, young player here on this Huskies team, 6-foot freshman. Kubla clapping his hands saying, hey, you stay out here. We need you. They're going to go back to it here. 3rd and 10. Huge play here from the Horace 35. 3 wide. King up top. Down low, it's Bonchez and Steffens. And they're going to hand it off to Mauk, and he's not going to get much here. Going to make 4th down a little more manageable, but it's still going to be 4th and long for the Huskies. Number 11, Mason Johnson, doing the dirty work there, taking down the ever-elusive Trayton Mauk. And Wahpeton has another tough situation here. 10 minutes to go, 4th and 8. Wahpeton down by 14. The offense is out there. Shotgun set. It's Bonchez and Steffens spread out on the left side. Up top, Trayton King. Kubla at quarterback. Mauk in the backfield. Shotgun snap. 3-step drop back. Kubla's got time. Rolls left. Wide open. Jackson DeVries. And it is going to be so close to a 1st down. And they're going to move the chains. No measurement even. So that gets a rise out of the Horace sideline. But those chains are already moving, and Wahpeton picks up a 4th down on the arm of Bjorn Kubla to Jackson DeVries. What a massive game for that duo. Moves the football down to the 21-yard line of Horace. Shotgun snap. Handoff Mauk, little counter run. There he goes to the outside. He's going to try to beat the defense. He's got a 1st down. He's at the 5, and he's knocked out of bounds by number 7, Jackson Narum. So the Huskies, a lot of time left in this game still, 9:30, and they are all the way down to the 8-yard line of Horace. What a response by Wahpeton. So we've got the camera zoomed out. We want to have the whole field on this play because pass or run, we don't know. Dynamic Huskies offense. Never know where the football is going to go. Kubla, everybody on the line. Shotgun snap. He hands it off, and Mauk is swallowed up in the backfield. Looks like a loss of 1. On the tackle was number 43. That was Kaysen Nordic. Kaysen Nordic, a junior, 5'11", 180. 2nd and goal from the 9. So Wahpeton needs the end zone for a 1st down. Shotgun snap. Handoff to Mauk. A little bit better luck this time as he's going to cut the distance in half and get down near the 5. Wahpeton's going to have another 3rd down, but the clock keeps running. Under 9 minutes now. 28-14 for those of you just tuning in on AM 1450 KBMW. 4th quarter, Wahpeton hanging tough against the number 2 ranked team, Horace, on the road. Homecoming. Wahpeton playing the spoilers at number 3 Devils Lake last week. They're trying to do it again. It all starts here. 3rd and 6 from the 6 of Horace. Kubla out of the shotgun. Left side, we got Bonchez and Steffens stacked. Right side, it's Trayton King. Dropping back is Kubla. He's under pressure over the middle. Throws it out of the back of the end zone. A little bit too high and a little bit too hot for Aiden Bonchez. And we're going to have 4th and goal from the 6. Horace holding their collective breath as Aiden Bonchez went running across the back of the end zone. Surprised Kubla even saw him back there. Defense bearing down on him, and Kubla has been phenomenal tonight. He's made all the right decisions. 1 interception, but he's found the end zone twice and known when to throw the ball away, and here he goes, 4th down out of the shotgun again. Deep in Horace territory. Kubla rolls out, play action, throws it, and it is intercepted in the end zone. So Kubla rolls out to his left side, has 3 Huskies in the back of the end zone. They didn't really move with the quarterback to extend the play. They kind of parked in the back of the end zone, and Horace shifted over there too. Tough to see Horace with their black jerseys with the gold letters. The end zone is black with gold letters, and one of those Horace Hawks stepped up with an interception. Sorry, I couldn't get the number for you there, folks. It's pretty dark, and like I said, dark jerseys, dark end zone. But a turnover in the end zone, 2nd pick of the game for Bjorn Kubla. And he still had a fantastic game tonight for the Huskies. And he hasn't been sacked. So Horace takes over at their own 7-yard line, 1st and 10. Wahpeton trailing 28-14, Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be Ty Garai again. Tackle made by Michael Peterson. Looks like it's going to be a 4-yard gain for Horace. That's all they need to do. Pick up 3-4 yards a pop. Lean on this clock here. 7:45 and counting. Horace 28, Wahpeton 14. Fourth and 6. Yeah, Kubala extended the play on that one from the 6-yard line of the Hawks. Threw it into the end zone, and his receivers just not unable to help him out on that play. And Horace has the ball back now. 2nd and 5 from their own 12. Pitch right and a lot of room to run. Looks like it's Garai, and he would have had a lot more if he didn't run into the back of his own blocker. That was number 10, Theo Sheely. 6'4", junior wide receiver, leading the way. And Steffens makes the tackle after the first down from Horace. So the Hawks out to their own 24-yard line now. Fresh set of downs. Wahpeton on its back foot. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And the Hawks just keep running it straight down Broadway. Another 5-yard pickup there. And this defense for Wahpeton has to be gassed at this point. Ty Garai and Reed Fell handling a lot of the offense tonight. As Hope taken away on Wahpeton here. 2nd and 5 for the Horace Hawks. Nobody feels good being down 2 scores in the fourth quarter, but Wahpeton has to take a little bit of solace in the fact that they were down 1 score, had Horace on their back foot. A penalty extended that drive. Horace scored, and here they go again. A big run by Garai. And after that score, Wahpeton had it all the way down to the Horace 6, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, and Wahpeton still down 28-14, 5:56 to go in the game. Another first down for the Hawks, and they're going to ride Ty Garai till the wheels fall off. He is going to check out of the game. No, he's going to stay in the game. They wave him off and say, no, no, no. We need what you're bringing. Garai stays in the backfield. They'll add a fullback. Number 43, Kaysen Nordic. 2 wide out set under center. Stefanowicz, hands off to Garai. Doesn't get hit till he gets to the 50, and he'll fall forward for a couple more, a 9-yard gain. 8-yard gain. So Horace with an 8-yard gain from Garai advances into Wahpeton territory. 5 minutes to go in the game. Wahpeton's got to start scratching and clawing at that football. Try to force a fumble here. Anything to get the ball back if you're the Huskies. Stefanowicz under center. Another handoff. This time goes to number 2, Dylan Otterson. Different back, same result. He picks up the first down, and that is going to bleed the clock even more. Clock stops briefly as they move the chains. Starts running again, 4:39 to go. Evan Doctor on the stop. Isaiah Brushard, if there's been a bright spot in the second half defensively for Wahpeton, his blitz pressure in the first half got him nowhere. In the second half, he picked up 3 tackles for loss in the third quarter alone. Would come in handy right now for Wahpeton. Fresh set of downs. Hand off. Once again to Otterson. About 4 yards before he's hit by a Husky, and he's taken down after 5 yards. Tackle made by Isaiah Brushert, Trayton Mauk, Landon Ralph. 2nd and 6. We are under 4 minutes now on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And the Huskies are watching the clock run down on them here. And what's been a very good football game. Horace 28, Wahpeton 14. It's going to be Otterson in the backfield once again. Kaysen Nordic is your lead blocker in the backfield. Quarterback Stefanowicz under center. Pitch play to Otterson to left side. And looked like DeVries had him dead to rights in the backfield. He's able to juke forward, get close to the first down marker. So a nice cut left to right there. Using the joystick for all you Madden gamers out there. And that brings Horace close to the first down marker. They'll have third and a short 3. Wahpeton looking to force another fourth down here. There's only 2:57 to go. Handoff up the middle. Garai needed 3 yards. Easily able to get that. He doubles it. 6-yard carry. And Wahpeton's going to have to start using timeouts here. This is an absolute ground game clinic by the number 2 ranked Horace Hawks. All things considered, Wahpeton knows they belong now. Beat Valley City, beat Watford City, beat number 3 Devils Lake by 2 touchdowns, and they're losing by the same score they won by last week right now, 28-14 to the number 2 team in the state. But they haven't been boat raced by anybody in Class A. Stefanowicz looking to put the icing on the cake for his team. He pitches it out to Garai. Nice block on the edge is going to free Garai. Horse collar tackle on the end is going to tack onto this one. Garai was sprung to the outside. Nice block there by number 15, Axel Anderson, who had a couple huge plays early in the game, including the interception. Garai was pulled down by the back of his neck pad there by Michael Peterson, and that is going to be an automatic first down for Horace. Hate to say it, that's just going to about do it here for Wahpeton. Like to see the offense come out once again. See if they can manufacture something at the end of the game. But time is not on their side, and that penalty moves Horace way deep into Wahpeton territory. Defense looking over for a call from the Wahpeton sideline. A little bit of confusion. You got to know what's coming at you. Probably more running right up the middle. Ball's at the 13-yard line. Same look. Nordic is the fullback. Garai is the tailback. 2 wideouts. Run to Garai. He gets to the outside. He's tackled at the 1-yard line. So Garai weighing heavily on this Huskies defense. Phenomenal job of blocking. Nice play there by Caden Mansky, the 6'1" senior. Good block on that play by him. Number 65, Cole Somerville, also with a good block. As Garai is going to come out and take a breather here. Fell might get a chance at a touchdown run as he enters the backfield. 28 attempts, 200-plus yards for Garai tonight. Fell's in the backfield, I formation, handoff to Fell, sheds a tackle. Landon Ralph breaks into the backfield like a beast, but he over pursues and Fell runs it in from 1 yard out. And that's going to make this final look a little worse than it actually was. It's 34-14. Granted, Wahpeton's going to get the football back. High-powered offense, see if they can turn that into points. But right now, Horace holding down the fort on homecoming. They take a 34-14 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jacob Birnbaum out here to kick the PAT. And the snap is botched. Wahpeton will just touch the holder, and the score will remain the same. 34-14 after that touchdown run by Fell. Wahpeton's going to get the football back, have at least one more chance at scoring here with 3 timeouts remaining, but Horace putting a stamp on this football game. They take a 20-point lead. What's been a pretty well-contested game. 2 scores or 1 score throughout. Wahpeton with a back-breaking face mask penalty that extended a drive when Horace was backed up into their own territory. And give the rest of the credit to Horace. As the vibe is going on here tonight, they're playing some Beartooth on the speakers. Gotta love it. Metalhead here. Gotta love Friday Night Lights. Horace 34, Wahpeton 14. Horace going to kick it away, and Wahpeton going to look to drive down the field one last time here. I'm Robert Wanick, and you're listening to AM 1450 KBMW. As Birnbaum is going to kick it away. Didn't get a chance on the PAT. He will here. He's going to kick it short. Bounces all the way to the back row, however, and it is scooped up by DeVries. Nice return, and he gets to the 42-yard line. Looked like he might bust that one for 6. But hold your horses. He's tripped up at the 42-yard line, and what a game from Jackson DeVries. He has absolutely stolen the show here on the road. A couple long touchdowns, some nice returns. So 1st and 10 here. Huskies have the ball on their own 42. They'd like to add to the scoring total here before this one's done. 34-14 Horace, minute 27 to go. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here, presented by High Camp Construction. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors at the Voice of the Valley, AM 1450 KBMW.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
All right, we're back here, late stages of this game between 3-2 Wahpeton and 4-1 West Fargo Horace. Horace ranked number 2 coming into this one. It's their homecoming. Both teams have won 3 straight. Wahpeton knocking on the doorstep of the poll, receiving some votes. In this game, much closer than the score indicates. It's 34-14, final 90 seconds. Horace punching in a late 1-yard touchdown, and Wahpeton trying to tack another score on before they head home tonight. 1st and 10 from the Huskies 42. Kubla out of the shotgun. Quick pass to DeVries, and he's going to add to his total. And he's putting on the moves. Cuts up the seam. Oh, my goodness. Jackson DeVries. Dipsy-doos past the Hawks defense. And he's going to score a 58-yard touchdown. Just a little pass in the soft spot of the zone over the middle. And DeVries does the rest. Left, right, left, up the middle. Gone, baby. 58-yard touchdown. What an animal, Jackson DeVries. And they've found something in him. PAT is good, and Wahpeton makes it 34-21. Potential playoff matchup here. The Huskies, they've got it in them. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board and correct a couple things, namely stopping this run game of Horace if they do meet again. But Wahpeton hanging in there tonight in hostile territory on the road, thanks in large part to a gigantic performance from Jackson DeVries. DeVries with scoring plays of 58 yards and 61 yards tonight, an additional 57-yard reception. You do the math. We'll get you his totals after the game. So Wahpeton, some exciting offense tonight. Kubla throws 3 touchdowns, 2 of them to Jackson DeVries, 1 of them to Trayton Mauk. Kubla throws a couple picks against this tenacious Hawks defense, but on the season, Kubla has 12 touchdowns, 5 picks, and well over 1,000 yards passing now. Entered this game with 900. Jackson DeVries single-handedly made sure that Kubla topped the 1,000 mark. So onside kick one would expect here, and Mauk is going to kick a heater at the front line, never touches the ground. Nice catch there by Horace, and that should just about do it. Caught at midfield. In fitting fashion, it was Ty Garai. First and 10 from the 50. Wahpeton does have 3 timeouts. They'll probably use them and try to get the football back, but they're down by 13. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard with 1:15 to go. Jackson DeVries, absolutely ridiculous tonight on the outside as a wide receiver for this Huskies football team. Shape-shifting out there. A night he'll surely remember even if Wahpeton goes home with the L. West Fargo Horace, balanced football team led by quarterback Taylor Stefanowicz. Hasn't had to pass a lot. Didn't have a ton of help from his receivers, a few drops, but just handed the ball off to his running backs. One of them, Reed Fell, gets the pitch there, falls forward, and Wahpeton will call a timeout. We'll just leave the High Camp Construction logo right there on the screen. We'll probably get another one on the next play. High Camp Construction, once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. Our graphics package, brand new here on KBMW, so my apologies if I do forget to remove a sponsor during the game stream. And good for them, I guess. A little bit lengthier advertising. I'm Robert Wanek. It's been a great night here in Horace. All turf field, beautiful facilities. High school's only been around for 3 years, and they are already a state championship contender, ranked number 2 in the state. And Wahpeton exceeding many expectations this year. 2 losses out the chute. They've reeled off 3 straight, including a win over Devils Lake, who was ranked number 3. And tonight, putting a little scare in Horace, cutting it to a 1-score lead at 14-7, and again at 21-14. But Horace, a little too much here. They lead 34-21. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Turner Bluffus, he is in New York Mills tonight, calling the Breckenridge football game. That one started an hour after this one. Should be right in the thick of things there. A road game in Section 6A football. As I check, and Turner is live. Breckenridge leading 8-0 in the third quarter of that one. So we've got a game in New York Mills. Second down. Pitch is to Fell. Isaiah Brushert in pursuit makes a nice open field tackle, and Brushert has had himself a very nice second half. 5 tackles for the Huskies, and they will call another timeout here. 59 seconds to go. It will be third down. So Wahpeton, if they can get a stop, they'll probably need 2 stops here because Horace can go for it up by 2. But in theory, Wahpeton might get the football back, and man, it has been fun to watch them work tonight. Kubala and Jackson DeVries sprinkling a little bit of Trayton Mauk in the passing game and run game. He broke off a 35-yard run earlier. Credit Horace, though. They have made Mauk work. I don't have the official numbers for him. I'm only a one-man crew up here. But they've held him to a lot of nominal gains. Of course, he's going to get his. Devils Lake head coach last week said, we knew he was going to break off a long touchdown run. We just didn't know when. That says everything you need to know about Trey Mauk. And that's been pretty much it for the skill players for Wahpeton. Not a whole lot of involvement from the other Huskies. Jack Gilbertson only playing 1 half. He gets dinged up making a tackle that saved a touchdown to end the first half, actually, at the 4-yard line. Trayton Mauk broke up the next pass in the back of the end zone, but Gilbertson was helped off the field, never did return, walked off on his own power. 3rd and 4 from the Huskies' 44, final minute. Defensive line shifting left to right. They'll pinch, anticipating a run. Stefanowicz is going to play action, roll, and throw it deep. Has a man wide open. Touchdown. Smart play there by Horace. Wahpeton sells out on the run. Israel Bauer hangs on to that one. 40-plus yard touchdown makes it 40-21 Horace. Touche, hats off to Horace. Can't blame Wahpeton for selling out on the run there. They needed a stop. And Horace says, let's put this one to bed. 40-yard touchdown pass. Makes it 40-21. A little bit of trouble on the PATs tonight for Horace. Let's see if they can get that corrected here. It's Birnbaum kicking. Birnbaum's kick is up. It's in. Snuck it inside the left side of the upright. 41-21. and we'll get our wish. Wahpeton will get the ball back with 50 seconds left, and we'll see if they can't get something big from Jackson DeVries again. Human highlight reel this evening in Horace. Chevelle now on the playlist. Man, who's running the tunes up here for Horace? This is some good stuff. It's going to be a nice homecoming night for these kids. Just got back from the Chevelle concert the other night. Godsmack, Chevelle, Wage War. I digress. Let's get back to football. Gets a guy going, though, when you're at the football field. A little bit of rock music comes playing. 41-21 Horace. 50 seconds left. Both teams trading big passing touchdowns on their last two drives. And returning 16, Evan Doctor. I believe it's 13, Jackson DeVries. They kick it away from him. It is fielded. Wahpeton fumbles. Wahpeton fumbles the kick return. And Horace looks like they recovered it. I don't know if they're going to call Wahpeton down or what, because the offense is out there. Some of the offensive players are out there. They're going to call in some help. They haven't made a signal yet, folks, so sorry. I'm a little confused. I get confused up here easily, but first down, Wahpeton. Okay. I'm a long ways away, but it sure looked like a fumble up here. But they're going to call him down on contact. We get some subs in here. Number 72, Taylor Sondrel on the line now. Most of the regulars still out there. They're going to take Trayton Mauk off the field. And they're going to leave Jackson DeVries on the field. Nope, they're going to take him off. Braden Steffens comes out too. So second unit for Wahpeton is going to get some reps here. Number 80 in at wide receiver for Wahpeton. That is Carter Polda, 5'8" freshman. Aiden Bonchez in. He is a starter, but he is back in here, sophomore, 5'11", wide receiver. He does have a pair of touchdown catches on the year. And it looks like shotgun formation once again. Handoff. Number 38, I believe. 36, maybe. Austin Fensky. And we've seen him in late game situations this year. He's got a future with the Huskies offense. Fensky, a 5'10" freshman, checking in at 145. And I think Wahpeton is just going to sit on it here, and that's going to be it. It's the Huskies already forming a handshake line. They're ready to get on the bus, start the weekend, and start figuring out how they can stop the run game, which was their Achilles heel tonight. Otherwise, a very nice performance for Wahpeton. Might not reflect it on the scoreboard, 41-21, but look who you're up against. Number 2 ranked West Fargo Horace. They improved to 5-1. Wahpeton falls to 3-3. That's a wrap here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Horace 41, Wahpeton 21. Lots of fireworks here for both offenses. Fun game. Horace gets it done on homecoming. I'm Robert Wanick on the Voice of the Valley, AM 1450 KBMW. Quick break, and we'll come back with our Miller Realty postgame show.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Welcome back to AM 1450 KBMW. Well, that was a fun one. Horace Hawks laying claim to their home field on a homecoming, 41-21. And if you're a Huskies fan, you just got to tip your hat. It was good football, 304 rushing yards for Horace. Big day for the offensive line. Garai, 2 touchdowns for Ty Garai, but he was able to get 5, 6, 7, 8 yards down the field before he even got a Husky paw put on him. Big day for him. I don't have his official numbers, but 304 as a team. He split carries with Reed Fell and Dylan Otterson. And a nice game by Taylor Stefanowicz. Some may say a game manager. He did connect with a touchdown to Israel Bauer at the end of the game, wide open on 4th down. So big play there, and he had several passes that could have been caught. So Stefanowicz, not really a big game in the stat column, but definite leadership, handled every snap, ran the offense well, got everybody into formation. Senior quarterback at 6'5", 190 for the Hawks. And for Wahpeton, I might have undersold this. My stat keeping isn't really my forte, but Jackson DeVries, I got him down for 208 receiving yards. Big hitters of 61, 58, and 57. 3 other catches, all of them moved the chains. That's what I have in here. That would be a career high for Jackson DeVries, who was out of his mind tonight. He had 2 big kick returns as well. One of them he absolutely disappeared into the abyss, came out spinning, high-stepping, doing everything he could to pick up about 35 yards on a kick return. And just a massive game for the senior for Wahpeton, Jackson DeVries. He wears number 13, 6 foot 160, playing like he was 10 feet tall tonight. So let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. Your Essentia Health player of the game is Jackson DeVries, and that comes with everything that I just said. I've never seen that kid play like that. They couldn't tackle him tonight. It seemed like it was a first down gain, and that would be it, and Wahpeton would have to work its way down the field, and he'd just do it all himself. It's like he could see the Horace tacklers coming from all directions. A receiving performance like I've never seen in high school football. I've seen Stephen Lipp play. I've seen Caden Kappas play. 200-plus yards from Jackson DeVries tonight. A human joystick out there. It was the best receiving performance I've ever seen on a high school football field. He is your Essentia Health player of the game. Essentia Health here with you. And for your play of the game, it's going to be a clean sweep. Let's double dip here with Jackson DeVries. That final touchdown that he caught in the late going of the 4th quarter, when it looked like Wahpeton was going to walk out of here with just 14 points, he tacks on a little something special with a 58-yard touchdown run. Pass over the middle, he caught it, stopped on a dime, left, right, left again, and he was gone, showing that top-end speed that we haven't had a chance to see that much of this season. That is your Red River Agency play of the game. Jackson DeVries, a little late-night highlight, injecting some energy with a 58-yard touchdown reception, presented by Red River Agency, your trusted hometown agents. So this has been a great Friday night here in Horace. My first time at this football field. A brilliant setup, gives you kind of a college feel when you get here. The whole city really beautiful on the up and up, and sportsmanship all around here from the stadium fans as we got the windows open in the press box. It was a great crowd for both teams. Horace really had it rocking on homecoming, shaking the camera a little bit. Bjorn Kubla tonight for Wahpeton. Let's mention him. He had 3 touchdown passes, 2 to DeVries, 1 to Trayton Mauk. That brings him up to 12 touchdowns on the season, a pair of picks, so he's got 12 TDs, 5 interceptions. He surpasses 1,000 yards, and last year he had, I believe, around 1,300 yards. That was second in the EDC. This year he's approaching that mark halfway through the season. Bjorn Kubla, the senior signal caller that Wahpeton needs, and they're in a good spot at 3-3 with a bunch of games left, trying to make the playoffs this year after missing out a season ago. Trayton Mauk's touchdown, a 10-yard touchdown on a slant route over the middle, and that cut the Horace lead to a single score. And Mauk with a massive play later in the game, later in the first half, when he batted away a pass in the back of the end zone on the 4-yard line as time expired, and that kept Wahpeton in it. Showed off his 30-plus inch vertical, jumping up to about the crossbar, knocking that one away. Second half riser, Isaiah Brushert. He raised his stock in the second half. 3 tackles for loss after his blitzes were stuffed by that nasty Horace offensive line in the first half. Brushert coming through in the second half. 5 tackles in the second half, so good for him. So that does it tonight. West Fargo Horace 41, taking care of business on homecoming. Wahpeton putting up a respectable 21 points and hanging in there. A lot of season left for both of these teams to write their stories. I'm Robert Wanick, signing off from the house that the Hawks built. This is AM 1450, KBMW.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Tonight's Huskies football game was brought to you by Builders First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Hike Camp Construction, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery, Twin Town Villa, and Vision Ford. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.